Hello everyone! We are back once again with Kanon. And we're also back with... Oh my gosh, these headphones are making it so I can hear my own voice. My own thoughts, rather. But yeah, hope everyone's doing good. We're continuing on with Mai's little adventure. Mai's plotline, I guess. And we're gonna keep on playing and seeing how far we can get. And we're gonna go down swinging, apparently. Swing, swing! Where I swing my wooden sword distractedly. I'm still thinking about what Mai said last night. Back then, after she had missed the target, she stopped attacking altogether. And at the end, hey J-Man, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Kanon's. How you doing? What were you looking at? Huh? What was she trying to tell me? It's important to dodge, attack first, compassionate. Important to dodge, maybe. I don't know. I get it. It was recreating the situation I was in the other day. That's why she deliberately missed her first attack. She knew the enemy was injured and changed her strategy to show me the correct solution. What have you been up to today, J-Man? And is the music and my voice good for the stream? Is it still good? I'm still learning this new headphone thing, so bear with me, my friend. Just then I catch a glint of light reflecting off something out of the corner of my eye. Hey Pixel Remy, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I decide to just jump forward. First, thump! A fire extinguisher falls on the spot where I had been standing with a heavy thud. You dodged. I had thrown the extinguisher and she looked surprised. Am I qualified now, Master? Coincidence. No, I dodged it after seeing it. You taught me that. Have some faith. The look in Mai's eye changes. Stab. She hits the ground with something in her hand. It's a bamboo sword. Actual combat practice after the extinguisher episode, huh? Come on then, and don't go easy on me. Even if I get hit, a bamboo sword doesn't do too much damage, but mine is a wooden sword, so I'll have to hold back from landing my hits. We prepared our weapons and changed positions slightly while waiting to see how the other will attack. But yeah, how's everyone been today? Is everyone good? Everyone surviving and all that stuff? Hopefully. I've been surviving the best I can, that's for sure. You're surviving? Yeah, that's what I like to hear. I'm doing good, thanks. I'll ask you too, Pixel Remy. Is the music and the volume of the stream good? Like, can you hear me and can you hear the music good? 1 minute later, I'm lying on the ground, spread eagle. That's the position I find myself in after opening my eyes from a heavy blow to the head. You okay, Yuichi? Mai's face pops up in the empty space I'm staring at. Yeah, somehow. Okay. She crouches down next to my head and waits for me to get up. I can almost hear her underwater. If I turn my eyes a little, and I become so embarrassed that I quickly get up. You can already move? Yeah, we have limited time. Let's spar again. Hold back a little this time. She nods and prepares the bamboo sword again. Ah, Mai, there you are! Ah! An upbeat voice cuts through the somber atmosphere. It's Sayuri. Oh my, are you two setting up a club or something? Sayuri asks after seeing what Mai and I are both holding in our hands. No, we're actually... So this is what you two have been secretly up to lately? Looks so fun. Can Sayuri please join in as well? Let her join, ask Mai. Mai! Yeah, but, Mai? We're not playing. Yes, we're not doing this for fun, Sayuri. Sayuri will not treat it as a game, she will do it seriously. So she says, Mai. I stammer and turn to Mai. There's just no way I could ever turn Sayuri down. You're not cut out for this, Sayuri. That can't be. Sayuri's reflexes are quite good despite how she looks. Mai turns to look at me. Lend me your sword, Yuichi. Huh? For what? Just lend it to me. I hand my wooden sword over to Mai. I'll let you borrow it for now, Sayuri. Shushes the wooden sword on the ground before Sayuri. But yeah, I'm doing good. I hope everyone can hear me, by the way. I hope everyone can hear me. And the music's not too loud. If it's too loud, let me know, okay? Let me know if the music is too loud and I'll lower it if I need to. Oh, so you let Sayuri join in too? Sayuri's face brightens up. This is a test. Huh? Sayuri and I exclaim at the same time. Combat test. Against Mai? She nods. Alright, Sayuri won't lose. Sayuri picks up the wooden sword happily. She has no idea. She doesn't know how good Mai is with the sword. She only has to recall that battle Mai had against the stray dog. But then again, how would she figure it out even with that? Sayuri's just an ordinary girl after all. Alright. Is voice good? I can hear myself. Okay. Clang! In the blink of an eye, the wooden sword disappears from Sayuri's hand. You can stop now or you can keep fighting barehanded. No guarantees on your safety if you take the latter option. Sayuri is rooted to the spot. It doesn't seem like she even knows how to react. Is Sayuri in the way? She whispers. Yes. Mai's harsh response reaches Sayuri's ears before I can cover for her. Sorry, Mai. Sayuri won't come here any longer. Apologies to you as well, Yuichi. I still can't hear the music all that well. Like, is my voice that loud? I really can't tell, to be honest. Sayuri bows and runs away. What are we even doing? Fighting. Yeah, but still. I scratch my head roughly. I don't know how to continue this conversation. This is complicated. Do you know about Sayuri's left hand? Huh? No. She has a deep scar on her wrist there. She does? I had no idea. It's my fault. She got hurt because she was with me. Mai, do you like Sayuri? She nods. Say it out loud. I like Sayuri. I love her. And don't worry, I think you did the right thing. In the most clumsy sort of way as always. I want an end to this soon, and all three of us can... My voice is a little loud. Oh, I did it. I mean, not I did it, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Okay, thank you for letting me know, Pixel Remy. Let's up the volume of the game a wee little bit then. Here we go. How's this? Can you hear the music a bit better? Just put it earlier and then your internet cut out. Oh, great. Internet! Remy's internet! This is better, the BGM? Alright, good. That is important. I recently got new headphones, Pixel Remy, and I'm still learning how they work and all that stuff. All of this is a new experience, so bear with me for a bit as I learn all this new stuff. All three of us can go out and have some fun together. Anywhere you want to go, Mai? The zoo. The zoo, huh? Yeah, that's a good idea. Doesn't sound nearly fun enough for girls around my age, but Mai and Sayuri would enjoy it for sure. We already enjoy ourselves so much just having lunch. There's no place in this world too boring for us when we're together. Do they have a mic on them or do you use a separate mic? I'm using my snowball mic still. It's been working pretty good so far for all this time. So yeah, that's the mic I'm using at the moment. Really feels that way to me. My muscles are starting to complain. On the way home, I feel a dull ache in my shoulders when I rotate my arm. I arrive home with the intention to rest as much as I can. After having dinner and resting in my room, I head for the school again. The school at night. Now a den of monsters, the building looks completely different from the day. We are hunters now. We finish our food and stand back to back as usual. Things seem smooth sailing. How do you struggle with them for 3 years? They recover quickly from their injuries. But that doesn't matter if you wait for them every day like this, right? They don't appear every day. Her words make me remember something. Yeah, I almost forgotten. The monsters only started showing up more regularly after my night visits. I mentioned before that the monsters are restless when I'm around. Even monsters become flustered when bystanders get involved, huh? That means before my appearance, Maya had begun waiting in the school building by herself, bored out of her mind. On that thought, I give Maya a sympathetic look. These 3 years have been tough on her. By some coincidence, she found out about the monsters. I don't know what happened to make her take it upon herself to rid the school of them, but none of that matters now. We need to end this soon. It's all I'm focused on. Is Sayori alright now? About? You know, her feelings were hurt, right? It's like nothing ever happened. It may seem that way, but I know her well. She's just putting on a smile so that she doesn't worry those around her. She's not like you. Maybe I shouldn't have said that last sentence. Sayori's a good friend. She stops talking after that. Perhaps she was trying to tell me to mind my own business. The air surrounding us becomes heavier, and it's not because of any monsters. You're a good friend too. She mutters under her breath as if sensing the grave mood. Yeah, I know. I bump my head into her from behind in response. Have you heard of this game before, by the way, Pixel Remy? It's called Kanon. It's a visual novel. There's a really good anime version of this that I watch every single winter. And it's good. It's super good. That hurts. You're pretty tall, huh? I don't really know. At least keep track of your height. That night the monsters don't appear. It'll be really frustrating if they're doing this to recover from their injuries. Like they're telling us they won't let us have the upper hand. I hurry home along a chilly street. Haven't heard of this, but you do like visual novels? Ooh, nice. Have you ever, like which ones have you played? Maybe I could check them out someday. I don't know if the monsters will show up tomorrow. Exhausted from being on constant alert for a battle with no end in sight, I fall asleep quickly. Welcome to the 28th. The 28th. I open the window and stare at the winter sky. You haven't played very many? Aw, it's fine. I haven't played too many either, to be honest. I've only streamed, I could send me some Rex, though. What's that? Rex? Recordings? Oh, recommendations. Right, gotcha. There's this one for sure. This one's good. The weather is looking good again today. I take a deep breath of fresh air and start getting ready for school. At the usual time, Maya appears by herself from around the corner. I don't recognize her and overlook her at first because I was looking for a pair of students. She doesn't call out to me when I fail to notice her. She simply stands in front of me. Why didn't you say something? She gives me a little chop-it on the face. You're the odd one for not noticing. She's right. Where's Sayori? Class duty. Really? That's what she said. Well, after that happened yesterday, after school yesterday, Mai harshly told Sayori that she was in the way. Maybe she lied so she could go to school without having to see us? Only Mai, her closest friend, can determine the odds of that possibility. We're going to be late? Alright, right now we're alone together, but this isn't the school at night. We're rushing to attend classes and every second matters. You start walking along with the rest of the school-going crowd. When you see Sayori, remember to explain yourself. What I say to her probably wouldn't matter. Explain myself? Yes, you should do that. And don't give her one of your chops, it'll just make her feel worse. Unnecessary. Why do you say that? It's for her own good. I know what you mean, but Maya's completely inflexible. No matter how hard I try to convince her along the way to school, she refuses to do as I suggest. See you later. She nods. Not seeing Sayori smile first thing in the morning is like starting the day on the wrong foot. Man, I hope they make up quickly. When morning lessons end, I run to the cafeteria and then to the landing on the top floor. Maya's sitting quietly on the plastic sheet by herself like the other day. Like that other day. I told you she's avoiding you. No, she's not. And where is she? Her lunchbox is here. She places the 4-tier lunchbox in the middle of the sheet. That's exactly what I mean by avoiding you. You told us to eat first. She's not coming. She seemed busy. That's just an excuse. Class duty. Highly suspicious. Come on, let's go look for her. I stopped Mai from opening the lid of the lunchbox. You can't just have lunch together like nothing's happened. It's alright. She repeats what she said this morning. No, it's not. This is all because you told her she was in the way. That's why she's trying to not show up at places where the two of us will be together. If you won't do it, then I'll go myself and talk to her. Having said that, I head down the stairs. You're not coming? I turn around halfway and look at Mai, who hasn't moved from her spot. I'll be in her way. In the way again. Is that all friendship is about to you? In my sheer exasperation, I decide to let Mai alone. Where's Sayuri's class? After getting the answer, I leave. Going to the classroom of an upperclassman is nerve-wracking for some reason. Our uniforms have colored accessories that reveal our years, though it's clear I'm in a lower year. The upperclassmen must think it's improper and wonder what I'm doing here. That's what I'd think if an underclassman appeared in my classroom. You'll be back in a bit? Alrighty. No problem, my friend. Do what you gotta do and do it awesome. I stand in front of the door to the class Mai told me about and peer inside, but Sayuri is nowhere to be found, leaving me with no choice but to ask a female student who's about to leave the room. Excuse me? Huh? What was Sayuri's surname again? Karada, Yamakura, Bush Saito. Let's go with the right name. I think it's Karada, right? Do you know where Karada is? Karada? I'm not sure. She's never around during lunch, probably eating her food in the cafeteria. No, I couldn't find her. Oh, is that right? Well, she's on class duty today. Probably out doing some work. Do you know where that could be? No idea. Okay, thank you. About to thank her and leave. Class duty usually means doing work at the staff room or reference room. She's probably really busy and can't talk long even if I do find her. I give up and return to where Mai is. Maya's waiting at the staircase landing. She hasn't touched the box yet. You should have eaten first. That's not right. She finally removes the lid of the box and grabs a pair of chopsticks. I guess Mai's being considerate of the fact that I'm running around for her and Sayuri. Why doesn't she seem interested in what I was talking with Sayuri about? Sayuri said she's avoiding us. Mai pauses and looks at me. Now that's just what I've deduced. Sayuri wasn't in the classroom. Oh. I feel chopsticks between my brows. This is a new style of poking. Or maybe she just can't be bothered to put them down. Though it seems true that she's really busy with duties today. Told you. You're too obtuse to be trusted with such things. Anyway, I'll talk to Sayuri, which means no training after school today. We finally start eating our late lunch. Sayuri never shows up in the end. Perhaps she's really busy with class duty work. And at the end of the 5th period, Yuichi, do you have a minute? Someone talks to me as I'm sorting out my notes. Doesn't sound like Nayuki. I look up. Ag! It's Sayuri, walking around the classroom like she'd always belong here, even though it's not her own class. She comes all the way to where my seat is and stands in front of me without warning. Outside! I hurriedly drag her to the hallway outside the classroom. Sayuri doesn't mind talking in the classroom, though. I mind. It's about time your friends became more acquainted with Sayuri's presence. That's not necessary. Are you quite sure? Very. I shouldn't have told her about my classroom that one time. Anyway, what's up? I need to talk to you about something, too. Ah, so you already know. Sayuri expected nothing less from you. Sayuri seems to think she's gotten something right, but I have no idea what she's referring to. Well then, shall we go see together? Let's do that. No reason to turn her down, even if I don't know what's going on. Unless you have already decided on something. No, I haven't, I don't think. Is that so? That is a relief. Sayuri hasn't decided yet either. Therefore, shall we both choose something together? Sounds great. Certainly. Try to fit my way through the conversation with vague replies. So what are we talking about anyway? The birthday, right? What? It's your birthday? Happy birthday. Not Sayuri's, Mai's. Mai? Well, that's great too. And Sayuri is here to propose the idea of buying a present for her together. Oh, so that's what it was about. Now I see the whole picture. Sayuri thinks we can get something better together rather than separately on our own. That would make Mai happier. The bell starts to ring just as she says that. Let's go shopping together after school today. Keep it a secret from Mai. Got it. We wave and part ways. But I'm feeling thoroughly embarrassed. When I initially wanted to talk to Sayuri about now seems unimportant. Sayuri's love for Mai is greater than any harsh words Mai can throw at her. What happened didn't even make a dent on the board, on the bond they'd spent 3 years building. I can understand now that from what Sayuri just said, though I shouldn't have understood that for a long time ago, yet I couldn't help but immediately become suspicious that when the slightest doubt started rearing its head. Some good friend I am. Decided to put in my best effort into selecting Mai's present by way of apology. When the 6th period ends, I grab my bag carelessly and leave the classroom immediately. Wow! Sayuri is about to step into the classroom as I'm leaving. She sees me and calls out to me. Let's go, Sayuri. Yes! So I ended up hanging out with Sayuri today anyway. I was planning for us to talk, but either way, the result is the same. I've already told Mai during lunch that I won't be going for sword practice. The school's fire extinguishers should be safe from her today. I hope. You know, I'm not sure what she would like. Naturally bring up the subject once we reach the shopping district. She would likely be happy with anything. I feel like her expression won't change anyway. What? Nothing. What did you give her last year, Sayuri? A music box. An adorable one with many little piggies flying around. Flying pigs? Yes, angel pigs. Try to imagine what they might look like, but nothing I came up with seems adorable in any sense of the word. There must be nobody, or they must be though. Nobody would have made them into an actual product otherwise, right? And was she happy to receive it? Yes, very much so. But she didn't jump for joy and shriek, "I love this so much," or something, right? She said thank you. That's only the right thing to do. You see that as her being very happy? It was a wholehearted expression of sincerity. Oh really? As proof of that, Mai brought a armful of flower bouquets to Sayuri's house for her birthday in return. Did she now? This many? Sayuri opens her arms widely. She even bumped into a few street lights on the way because she couldn't see the road properly. Her nose was so red. That idiot. But it was sincere, the sort of sincerity that an ordinary person cannot begin to match. Well, I at least agree with that. I grin wryly as I imagine Mai shuffling around awkwardly with flowers. She was a lot happier than a person being superficially happy would behave. So basically, the best thing to do is to get something that we want her to have. It's all about the sincerity, right? Exactly right. What do you have in mind? Not quite sure. What about you? A whetstone. Excuse me? Nah, I'm just kidding. Don't worry about it. Well then, what should we get? How about something super girly? Maybe. Like a plushie. The biggest plushie we can find in the shopping district. Very well. What, you're okay with that? Yes, I am. Okay, let's split up then. This place is huge after all. You go that way, and I'll check the shops on this side. Meet again in half an hour? Alright, let's go. Half an hour later. This is enormous. Absolutely. But I can't tell what it's supposed to be. It's a mystery. The biggest plushie I found is half its size, but it was clearly a giraffe. This one though, what is it? Not a clue. The chaotic shop front doesn't give a single clue either. The display is a mix of antiques, toys, and other things. This isn't cute at all. We should get the giraffe. Hold it. I jump back at the voice coming suddenly from behind me and turn around. That is an anteater. A small elderly person stands there, probably the owner of the shop. A giant anteater that can grow up to a ridiculous length of 1.5 meters. It digs into anthills with its large claws, and flicks out a large earthworm-like tongue to slurp up all those ants, or even termites eating its fill. Isn't that just so adorable? I don't see anything adorable in this story you just told us. You don't? What a shame. Young people these days have no appreciation for nature. An unfortunate era for this poor thing to be turned into a plushie. Should send a complaint to its manufacturer. They're the crazy ones for making a life-size plushie of something that looks so creepy. Let's go, Sayuri. Please wait, Yuichi. Sayuri stops me from leaving and bends down to look at the short elderly shop owner in the eye. Sir? What? Is this plushie truly as unpopular as you described? Aye, nobody even looks at it. Such an unfortunate state of affairs. Huh? That is terrible indeed. Sayuri, wait, don't tell me. We should buy this for her, Yuichi. Are you serious, Sayuri? It will be just fine. Mai will love and take good care of any plushie we give her. I'm not sure about that. I feel like she may toss it in the air and slice it into 3 or something. No need to worry. Sayuri is positive Mai will love this. She sounds like a kind-hearted young lady. You can have it for half off. Gramps, that's too much. Not at all. A token of thanks for touching my heart. Go on, take it. Oh, this is wonderful, Yuichi. We don't know yet if this will turn out good or bad. It will be good. I'm overwhelmed by your insistence. We buy the large anteater plushie and decide to return home after that. Sayuri piggybacks at home, saying that she wants to spend as much time with it as possible. From behind, it almost looks like the anteater is walking on 2 legs, giving me the chills. Tired from the anteater episode, I head home directly. I reach home earlier than usual, as I had skipped sword training. After dinner, I head back to my room to rest up. Once the usual time comes around, I leave the house. I usually get a late-night snack from the convenience store. While I'm heading there, I catch a sight of a parked mini-truck. A fragrant aroma wafts toward me from the truck. I haven't seen one around for a while, but I guess this is one thing that never changes no matter the era. As if lured in by the smell, I procure our snacks there instead, and I head to school with my good Repton newspaper. Hey, you were right, she's completely fine. Wonder if mine knows what I'm referring to. She side-eyes me with what seems like a triumphant look on her face. Sorry for doubting you. I brought along a high-quality nighttime snack as an apology. I toss what I'm holding in my back to her, in my hand. Hot stone baked sweet potato. Careful, it's really hot. Stab. Maya grabs the newspaper wrapped potato by stabbing it with the tip of her sword. Hey, don't play with your food like that. You said it's hot. She puts it off her sword and rolls it between her hands. You like sweet potatoes, right? I truly don't dislike them. Always wondered why almost every girl of any age seems to like baked sweet potatoes. Maya seems to like them as well, which means she does have some girly traits. Stop rolling it around and start eating it already, why don't you? At that, we start eating our sweet potatoes in silence. We stand in the hallway with our backs to each other. You think they'll show up today? Who knows? Don't fart, okay? I'm standing right behind you. Speak for yourself. Recall something silly, staying still. Shall we be silly, guys? Silly, recall something silly. If I do something like this, put my palm under my armpit and lower my arm quickly and forcefully, it makes it sound like a fart. Like this, I think. I do as I recall. Poot! There we go. By the way, that wasn't a real fart. I turn around and see Mai standing about 10 meters away, staring at me judgmentally. Hey, don't run away from me so obviously. That was really fast. She stomps back over and turns her back to me again. I can't even tell if she's being serious or joking. That was some serious, impressive agility though, running that far away the moment she hears a sound. Amazing reflexes in woman triggered by sound of flatulence. I can totally see that as an attention-grabbing headline. I never read an article like that, though. Gurgle. Or just a sound. Hey, Mai. I nudge your back with my elbow. Get away from me if you're farting. No, it's not that. Do you hear something? A leaking tap. I don't know what made her so sure, but now that I listen more carefully, it does sound like a leaking tap. Must have noticed it long before I did. It should be here soon. What do you mean? Are they at the place with the leaking tap? Not there anymore. She turns to face the opposite side of the sound. Opposite direction. Her eyes glare at something there. Whoosh! It's closer this time. Now it sounds like the entire tap has come off. Probably the restroom. This place may become flooded if we don't do something. Mai refuses to budge. Go check things out. Ask Mai what to do. Check it out. Where are you going, Yuichi? Mike calls for me when I start walking away. The restroom. Hold it in. No can do. You think you can protect yourself? What do you mean? If so, then fine. Yeah, I can protect myself. Pshh. The sound becomes much louder as I stand in front of the restroom. People are going to blame Mai for this again if it's not fixed. I go in and turn the corner. If the sound of the water hadn't been so loud, I may have noticed that there was something behind me. By the time I turn around, it's already too late. My escape route has been blocked. There's nothing. I see nothing, but I know it is there. Ah! I swing my wooden sword. It ends up hitting the wall of the narrow passageway. There's no way I can fight properly here. I close my eyes when I sense a tremor in the air. Bam! I'm sent flying and my back slams roughly against the wall behind me. A tough body's your only saving grace. Apparently so. My shadow speaks to me from the passageway as I lie prone on the floor of the restroom entrance. I'm causing problems again, huh? Doesn't bother me as long as I'm not being blamed for it. Yeah, this is my own fault. My shadow disappears. The damage received from the battle makes me walk very slowly, but I eventually reach home. Take a leisurely bath to refresh my body, then collapse into bed. I'll just take a quick rest, so that I can fight tomorrow as well. The 29th. I'm a little late again today. After I turn the usual corner, I catch sight of them. Thought Sayuri would be carrying the anteater on her back like yesterday, but I was wrong. Doesn't look like she brought the plushie along. I guess something as big as conspicuous as that would be difficult to sneak into school. Hey, morning! Run toward them and pat both of their shoulders at the same time. I receive a bright smile and an expressionless look in return. Morning. I greeted me at first and at record speed. Success then! Good morning, Yuichi. Sayuri told her that she will not be greeting you until she does. I'll never make such a promise again. She glares at Sayuri angrily. What am I to do with you two? Looking at them now, I feel like a fool for what I was doing yesterday. By the way, Sayuri, I speak in Sayuri's ear. When are we giving her the present? Sayuri doesn't have it right now, but we will find a good time today to hand it to her. Got it. The birthday present will be held this coming Sunday. Be sure to make room in your schedule for it. Will do. I have a feeling a party organized by Sayuri will be nothing short of luxurious. The attendees might wear evening gowns and tuxedo suits. Or maybe Mai will appear in a gondola or something. Oh dear, Mai is walking ahead by herself again. Oops, hey Mai, wait for us. We chase after Mai, who had gone on ahead, just like always. Goodbye then. Yeah. A student's job is to study and sometimes think about doing good. Truth is, I haven't been paying too much attention to this class lately. Really don't like this subject. Not to mention my serious mode only lasts for 15 minutes at most. I should probably give up on this class. Without any hesitation whatsoever, I give up. If only it were that easy in real life. Ha ha ha. The fourth period goes a little over time today, and I'm late to the cafeteria. I somehow managed to get the bread I want. Well, hey Mafia! Lurk away, I'll see you soon. Tonight, probably. Thanks for coming in. I want while being shoved around by the crowd. After that, I head to the staircase landing. Here, please eat. Once I sit down, a row of lunchboxes appear in a line before me. Each just seems more lavish than usual. Mai's birthday should be the unspoken reason behind that, but Sayuri doesn't mention anything to that effect. Is Mai going to say it herself? Oh, today's my birthday. I can't imagine her saying something like that. I'm more inclined to believe that she's completely forgotten that it's her birthday today. That must be why Sayuri's not telling her about the present or the party. She wants to surprise Mai. Not that I think Mai will ever look genuinely surprised about it. But if that's what Sayuri wants, then I'll play along. Oh. For a change, Mai speaks up first. Today, Sayuri and I turn to look at each other in surprise. I have a cleaning duty. Clank! Sayuri's face almost hits the lunchbox in front of her, whereas the curry in my curry bun has already entered my nostrils. Mai seems puzzled about our reactions, but she returns to her lunch soon after. Munch munch. Oh, Mai stops and speaks up again. Today, Sayuri and I turn to look at each other again, this time in genuine horror. I have cleaning duty. Did I mention that? You've got to be doing this on purpose. Couldn't help but take the jab. Sayuri is wiping her nose with a handkerchief. She must have really hit the box with her face this time. I continue to look perplexed at our reactions. You're just playing with us, right? I'm not playing. Your timing's way too perfect to be anything otherwise. I I finally hear Sayuri's voice as she laughs nervously. Goodbye then, Yuichi. Yeah. After saying goodbye, I watch them walk away until they can no longer be seen. The afternoon classes are starting. Should hurry as well. I wonder what Sayuri intends to do though. I didn't get to ask her for details, suddenly filled with dread. When the last class of the day ends, I leave my textbook on the desktop and leave the classroom immediately. Wah! Sayuri is about to step into the classroom as I'm leaving. Just as I had expected, she sees me and calls out to me. I knew you would come here. Yuichi, Sayuri's so impressed. You guess Sayuri would come here to look for you? And your guess was right. I'll never tell her that it was a bad feeling that gave me a hint. So what did you intend to do today? Well, it may end up being quite late, so please go home first. Fine, I'm in the go home club anyway. Sayuri will contact you, so please tell her your number. Sure. Sayuri is so busy that she quickly trots away once I tell her my home phone number. Guess I should go home. Start walking toward the entrance. After reaching home at my usual time in the evening, I wait for Sayuri to contact me. I kill time by reading books and watching TV mindlessly. The phone call doesn't come. Thinking she might be held up by something important, I decide to eat dinner first. The phone doesn't ring even after dinner. Maybe we're not doing anything anymore, but that can't be. She would have at least given me a call to tell me that. Feeling restless, I keep pacing the house, going up to my room and coming back down again. What is Makoto doing at this time? You know she's still here, right? Later in the night, after getting ready to head to the school at the usual time, I stand in front of the phone. It still doesn't ring. I can't just let Mai handle things by herself, but I can't break my promise to Sayuri by leaving the house either. No wait, if Sayuri's ultimate goal is to meet up with Mai today, I look at the clock. It's the usual time for that. I have a bad feeling about this. It almost feels like a sense of foreboding. I don't know Sayuri's phone number. There's no time to lose. I dash out the house without thinking. As I'm running, I start feeling regret. This doesn't seem right. Sayuri would definitely have given me a call before going to meet Mai. It's not in her character to meet Mai and give her the present alone, deliberately leaving me out. I may have messed up my only means of averting a crisis. I locate a nearby public telephone booth and run inside. There's no time to dig around in for my phone card. Insert some coins and start dialing home. Hello, Manase House. Hear Nayuki's cheerful voice. It's me, Yuichi. What's wrong? You sound flustered. Anyone call me? Actually, yes. You just missed it. The call came as soon as you left. I'm almost afraid to hear the message. I hope... She just said to wait for her to call again. It's from a girl called Karada. She said to tell you to come to the school immediately. I find myself suddenly confronted by my foolishness. Sayuri knew that Mai would be at the school at night. Is she going to confess her love for you? I hang up on Nayuki's teasing voice. How many times do I have to keep doubting Sayuri and Mai? I'm ridiculous, just too stupid for words. Should have waited another 10 minutes before leaving the house. Run out of the phone booth. The school gate is before me. The building inside is as quiet as always. It's how it always is. Quiet and uneventful until my appearance. I'm panting hard because I ran here at full speed. My labored breathing is all I can hear. Nothing's happened. I'll just find a hungry Mai standing there inside. That's all. Desperately pray that nothing has changed as I walk into the school building. Mai. Mai is standing there as always. Nothing has happened. Yet. Mai. I can't see her face yet. Her back is turned to me as she's facing a wall at the end of the hallway. Hey Mai, can you hear me? I call out to her from behind. No. Hey Mai. Suddenly, Mai's body sways a little. She slumps against the wall, leaving me with a direct line of sight to the view beyond her. There's a large anteater plushie lying on the floor in a pool of blood. Hey, Mai! Her body slides down the wall as she curls up into a ball on the floor. Wordlessly, we bring Sayuri to the hospital together. We wait in silence in the lobby for the doctor to finish treating her. Only a few lights are switched on due to the late hour, making the place colder and more depressing. Eventually, a man in white appears from the examination room. His explanation is simple. Her spine is injured and she'll need to be hospitalized for a while. Thankfully, there won't be any visible scars. Well, after that, we're sent out of the hospital. I don't know what to do next. I walks ahead quietly on her own. You're going home? School. She doesn't say anything else after that. I follow her without a word as well. I find her in a classroom seated at a desk next to the window. Her face seems to glow with a bluish white light under the moonlight. I always look somewhat fantastical at night. Yuichi, what's wrong? Come next to me. Walk through the desk to the window Mai is sitting near. Sit down next to me. It's going to be squeezy. It's okay. We sit down at the same desk together. What's wrong, Mai? Sayori got hurt again because of me. Stop blaming yourself for everything. It wasn't your fault, just a series of unfortunate events. I missed a chance to prevent the accident as well by not thinking things through. And I'm the only one who's still walking around unscathed like this. She's probably not even listening to me. Just keeps blaming herself. Well, that's why you're fighting for all of us, right? A paltry price to pay. I guess nothing's going to get through to her. She's being too self-reproachful right now. Just as I'm running out of words of consolidation, Mai puts her head on my shoulder. I feel something pressed against my neck. Mai's lips. Yuichi. I hear her muffled voice from my neck. Her breath is warm. I don't know what to do. And I don't know what she means. Is she asking about the distant future or right now? Yuichi. I keep feeling her warm breathing. Her body is pressed closely against mine. She's trying to tell me something without saying it out loud. Clumsy as that may be, I understand. Because we've been together all this time. She's seeking something that can heal her broken heart. Not that I think it can cover the pain. Or that I should be giving her what she seeks here and now. What Mai is seeking is to be hurt and wounded like Sayori. But I can't do that to her. Will anything change if I hurt Mai and make her go through the same thing Sayori did? Can we move on by doing that? Will that give us the strength to keep going? Or will it just reveal our weakness? Right now I want her to know about the strength of endurance. But she's not in the right frame of mind to endure this by herself. So I decide to confront her instead of hurting her. Put my arms around her and hold her without saying anything. The tension in her body quietly and slowly ebbs away until her entire weight is leaning on me. And I keep supporting her. We stayed together like this for a long time. Everyone's heading to school as usual. A group of students are talking excitedly about last evening's TV show. Their almost fake-sounding laughter echoes from a distance. I quickly walk past them. This is normal. There's nobody with me. Unsurprisingly, since it hasn't even been a month since I transferred here. But I wonder why. I walk up the stairs when it's noon, to the landing leading to the rooftop. It's quiet here. Certainly have them too. Precious friends. Friends I'm always creating fun memories together with. Even though I just transferred here and haven't known them for long, I already have two good friends, Mai Kawasumi and Sayuri Kurata. We're like family, always eating our meals together. There are no traces of our presence here anymore. I hear the sound of glass breaking from somewhere far away. After that, I hear the sound again intermittently, reverberating down the hallway. Students start getting restless when the breaking sounds don't stop. Rush to the floor where the sound is coming from. There's already a throng of people gathered there as I run down the stairs. They're looking at the cause of the commotion in confusion and derision. I try but fail to make my way through the wall of people. Let me through! Get out of my way! After some pushing and being pushed back, I break through and find Mai in the center, swinging her sword around blindly. Ah! She's slashing indiscriminately in every direction. She knocks down the classroom door and then she starts hitting a window frame with no glass over and over again meaninglessly. Beads of sweat or tears are flying off her face as her hair is in a mess. She keeps swinging her sword destructively. So intense that the students who have gathered are too afraid to approach and stop her. When Mai looks at them, and then they immediately disperse, and Mai turns to destroy the empty space they have just vacated. Mai! I shout at her, but she doesn't hear me. She's completely giving herself up to despair. So I jump in front of her! Yay! I jump in front of her swinging sword, hits me on the waist, and I cry out in pain. But I manage to grab onto her. How many times are you going to keep doing this, you idiot? huff, huff. Her expression is twisted in pain as she's breathing heavily from her half-open mouth. I've never seen Mai like this before. Are you going to just leave me alone? Can the three of us make a promise to be together until graduation? Huff, huff. She doesn't meet my eyes. I pull her face toward myself forcefully and talk to her nose to nose. What can you accomplish by destroying everything? You'll lose everything, that's all. Huff, huff. Is that what you want? To lose everything Sayuri, you and I have created together? Answer me, Mai. Is that what you want? Mai finally turns to look at me in the eye. This isn't what I want. Then, let's go apologize to everyone. Release Mai from my hold. She walks toward everyone with an unsteady gait, stops in front of them and takes a deep bow. Sorry for the commotion. An unusual stir ripples through the students. We forgive you. Squelch, squelch. Mai keeps stirring the contents of her favorite beef bowl. Must be cold by now since I brought it over from the cafeteria. No appetite? Her focus is not on the beef bowl in front of her, but another place far away. Where that regretful scene keeps playing it back in front of her eyes. I'm trying hard to deal with my feelings too. Yuichi. She whispers my name. Yeah? I'll end it all tonight. Right. I'll need your help. Yeah, if there's anything I can do at all. Thanks. Mai's finally facing the right direction again. Hey, Ravens. Five Nights at Freddy's, is this where you want to be? I just don't get it. Isn't that a song? Oh, your singings. How you doing today, I Am Thing? Good to see you today. Goku is in the item shop. Oh, are you gonna get it? You gonna get him? I feel like I've accomplished my role as a good friend of hers. You're doing amazing. Awesome. I'm doing good too. We can always count on each other's help when we can't move ahead on our own. But Mai achieving this all by yourself, you will. Ooh, nice. Give me a second, everyone. Just getting a drink. An event. Ooh, an event. Nice. Excuse me. Got a little drink, now I'm good. Coming to like someone isn't a conscious process. Munch munch. Glancing to my side, I see Mai stare starting to eat her beef bowl with gusto. I'm looking up at my ceiling while stretching out on the bed in my room. Reddish glow enters from the window. The sun is setting beautifully outside. I can't think of about anything except the final battle that's about to start soon. I keep turning over and getting lost in thought, though nothing comes into clear focus. AFK, AFK. The clock ticks out of sync with my heartbeat. That's the only thing I can hear. What I can do now is to calm down. It'll all be over soon. We'll make it happen. The school is quiet at night, like it has always been and will always be. But we've seen it, and its many different faces. Hopefully it'll never be cold and forbidding again. Hopefully it'll watch over us calmly as we go about our daily school life from tomorrow on. Sorry, I thought it could come sooner. Mai shakes her head as if to tell me not to take it to heart. How many are there left? 3. 3. That's a lot. We never defeated more than one each night before. You think we can take them all out in one night? We'll make it happen. Yeah, we have to. What a silly question. We need this to end tonight, that's all. The night is still young. It'll all be over by the time day breaks. It's old, but she holds out a sword to me with the blade pointing down. Now that I look closer, I see that she has 2 swords, one in each hand. I take the sword and examine it. It's a different shape from the one Mai has. A single-edged Japanese sword with a slightly curved blade. Probably something Mai was using before she switched to her current double-edged sword. It's rusty and clearly aged, but shines with signs of careful maintenance. I finally passed the test, huh? The test starts now. If I fail this test, I die. If you pass, it all comes to an end. You're betting on me? She turns her head to the side, beef bowl after it ends. With a quick stamps of her feet and a gentle flutter of her hair, she's off. I pray for a peaceful morning to come. I turn to face the opposite direction against the wind and impact. These monsters are rather intriguing. Are they really attracted to people? Or are they attracted to just one person in particular? Me. Even if someone else were here in my place, the possibility of the same thing happening is still quite high. But for some reason I have this illusion that they're aiming for me personally. Hopefully it really is just an illusion. I don't recall doing anything that would incur their resentment. Just what are you trying to be anyway? Muttered as I turned to face the flickering sight in front of me. I raise my sword in readiness. As long as I can catch it just as I swing down, it won't complicate matters. I take 3 steps, quick steps, 2.5 to be precise, and bring my sword down with both hands toward the linoleum flooring. Thud! Only feel the sword hitting the floor. It's on my right. Attack, dodge. I don't attack with my sword. Instead, I let inertia cause me to fall forward, and as I do, I hear the air behind me snap sharply. Fall to the ground in a defensive position and roll. The moment I get up, I counterattack. On my left, I swing my sword, but it comes down close to me before I can strike it. I feel a dull impact on the hilt and I hear a clanging sound. Something flies in front of me with a crackle. An instant later, one side of my face hits the wall and I collapse in an ungraceful heap. Impact makes me feel like electricity is running through my head. Turn around to face the hallway. Though I don't sense anything, it could be approaching me quickly even now. Using my sword as a staff, I pick myself up from the floor. Time to beat the temporary retreat. Quickly turning my back, I scramble up the stairs. I only took one hit and I'm already like this. I'm now painfully aware of the importance of evading the enemy's attack first and foremost. So far, so good. I can taste blood in my mouth. Probably bit myself unknowingly. I spit it out with the that's clogging up in my throat. Maybe I should try to find Mai. No, I just get in her way. I'll rest up for a bit and go back to when my body's feeling a little better. What am I even doing here if I can't take out at least one of those things for her? But it looks like I don't have to go back. Something small like a pebble strikes my cheek. Thump! There's wind pressure. I swing my sword at the lump of air barreling this way, in an attempt to slice it apart. Halfway through my attack, my body is blown away. My heels lift off the ground and I lose my balance, falling on my backside. I quickly bend forward and prepare to receive the attack. The next attack doesn't come. Have I injured it, as Mai would say? The sensation of my attack slicing into its body still lingers on my hands. It's my first time cutting into a living thing with a blade, and I feel disgusted. But this is a ferocious monster that doesn't show human empathy. It's not even human. A brief moment later, I'm filled with fighting spirit again. The tables have turned. It's time for me to do the chasing now. My body still leaning forward, I launch into a sprint. I can't sense their location. I can only detect them from the sound, wind, or other movement-related events, which means I won't be able to find it again if I let it get away. Swish, swish! The sound starts pulling further into the front, like a skipping stone, as if it knows I'm chasing it. It's fast. Can I catch up? I keep charging blindly after it down the long hallway. Soon we'll reach the right angle turn in the hallway. If it manages to make that turn, it's all over. There's no way a human can turn that corner while maintaining this speed. But if I slow down now, I'll never be able to catch up. The result is the same. To catch it before it reaches that corner. Momentum for a jump. Just keep running. Make use of my momentum for a jump. This might be dumb, but let's try it. I stop on the floor and use my momentum to jump. I can't jump the way Mai does, so this just widens the length of my stride, but that one step gets me as close as I can. As my foot lands on the ground, I swing down with my sword. Thud. Sadly, it just hits the floor. Before I even realize it, the wall is already right before me. I've exhausted all my options. I slam into the wall loudly and forcefully. A sharp pain shoots through half of my body. Then I hear another loud rumbling sound. A pleasant but jarring smell of body soap fills my nostrils. Maya's around the corner, and she's kneeling on the ground as she's just landed in that position. The tip of her sword is against the floor after slashing through the air. Did you get it? She nods, so I finish it off at the end. Phew! I sigh. This event has made me painfully aware of the power gap between us. It's all I can do to recklessly land an accidental hit on them like I did just now. What Mai nonchalantly is doing on a daily basis is actually really amazing. If she uses her good reflexes for club activities like a proper student, but she'll cause a stir in the world for all the right reasons. Not fair she has to live through life being derided and slandered the way she is now. I bit my lip and turned my attention to exterminating the cause of her bad reputation. How many left now? Turned to look at Mai. Just then, I noticed something off about Mai. Still in a crouch, letting her sword rest to the ground. Something wrong? Are you in pain? I kneel before Mai and hold out a hand. Above! Huh? The light above us breaks. Raise my sword, roll on the ground. I don't know, guys. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. Just let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Roll on the ground. I jump and roll on the ground. Just before the glass fragments hit the ground, Mai sweeps the air with her sword and stabs it into the ground when gravity overcomes her. The glass fragments fall to the ground after that with a clinking sound. Well evaded. It's not important. Where did it go? The sound of the light breaking continues on farther and farther away from us. We should chase it. Maya's already disappeared before I finish speaking. But it's not because she's moving at her usual incredible speed. Huh? Look down and see her curled up on the floor. Hey Mai. She said get up from the ground. Your leg. Let me see. Go after it. She tries to stand up using her sword as a staff but fails. Stop moving. I lean Maya against the wall and touch her ankle. Does it hurt? No. No visible injuries, but it's hard to tell what's going on inside. Bones rotten. Huh? That's what it feels like. Impossible. Don't scare me like that. But my left arm is turning black. What? I take Mai's hand and tear it off her sleeve without asking. It's too dark to tell. You can't move your left arm and both feet? I nod. I can't believe you still managed to take one out like that. Doesn't matter. We're stopping here today. I'll fight. When you can't even stand? The symptoms will only worsen as time passes. What sort of illness is this? That sounds serious enough to see a doctor for. This is the only solution I can come up with right now. But, Yuichi, I can't say no to her when she calls my name like that. Help me. You're a lot heavier than you look. You do have curves in all the right places. How? You can move your hand. Walk down the hallway with the injured Mai on my back, accompanied by the crunching sound of broken glass underfoot. I'm already so used to seeing unusual things that nothing surprises me anymore. Left. That's the staircase. Go up. Got it. I go up the stairs one at a time instead of taking my usual two-step stride. My silky hair caresses my neck every time I make a movement. I'm surrounded by Mai's usual smell. The pure smell of body soap. As gallant as she is, there is still the smell of a regular girl. When I finally reach my limit and I'm no longer able to take another step... here! Mai finally speaks up. Huff huff. Where are we? We're in the place where we usually have lunch together, but it looks completely different at night. Looks as unfamiliar as all the other places. What are we supposed to be doing here? If they corner us here, we'll have nowhere to run. Unless you consider falling down the stairs a good escape plan. Should we go back to the ground floor? No, we shouldn't. Really? Well, I guess I should trust the more battle-hardened of us too. It's my first time feeling so cornered. Oh, you're making me terrified. I let Mai down to catch my breath. The part of my body where Mai was leaning against is hot and sweaty. So, will it come here? I think so. As long as you're here, Yuichi. I see. I said my name. That had to be why I developed this illusion that I'm the only target. But maybe it's someone else. If someone else had been here, she would have said that person's name instead. Maybe it's just the tense situation giving me tense thoughts. How are you feeling? I'm okay. My right arm can still move freely. You call that being okay? I think so. How many left? 1. Can we take it out? We will. Alright. What are they anyway? Don't know. And yet you can tell me how many of them are left? Are they wearing numbered jerseys or something? Don't know. You said they're drawn to me or something, right? Yes. Does that mean they'll approach anyone other than you? They approach me too. So other than you and me then, what about other people? Don't know. Never tried. I see. But you draw the stronger monsters. Well, aren't I popular? Basically, the story can't be told without me, right? As long as you're bait. Why you got a knack for putting people down, you know that? I'm not putting you down, I'm telling you the truth. True. It was an ordeal just trying to scratch it with the tip of my sword. There you go. Doesn't she know the way she talks can really destroy someone's confidence? She probably doesn't even realize. She's obtuse and doesn't care about looking good in front of anyone. Anyway, let's take a breather. Sit down. Maya agrees and sits down on the cold floor of the landing. We wait for the monster to show up. Yuichi. What is it? Nothing. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing. Whatever. Apple. Huh? Apple. You want to eat an apple? Where am I supposed to find one? No. Apple. Apple? Apple. Oh, she wants to play word chain. This isn't a good way to pass time, because you're going to lose right away. I won't. You sure? Apple. Eggplant. Tomato. Orange. Apricot. You mean apricot? Fine. Apricot. Tamarind. Wait, can't just ignore the rules like that. Apricot doesn't start with the letter E. You're just splitting hairs. No, you're being way too lax. What's fun a game if you can't even keep to the most basic rule? Makes sense. You really are unconventional. Should I take that as a compliment? Maybe, maybe not. The heaviness in the air has lifted. There is no longer an unfamiliar place but our usual enjoyable lunch spot. And we're both just being our usual selves. Mai's probably trying to be funny in her own way despite the crisis we're facing. If so, I would see her in an amazing new light. But I'm probably imagining things. Mai never does such things on purpose. It's just her personality, and it's also what attracted Sayuri and me to her. If Sayuri were here, she'd be laughing about it in her usual way. Sayuri's smiles are never fake. Her laughter is always from the bottom of her heart. I laugh as well. Thunk. The sound is soft, but I hear it. It's coming. Mai immediately opens her mouth to say. I swallow still a distance away. It's coming toward us from around the corner of the hallway downstairs. Clink, chink, clearly announcing its arrival through the crackling sound of the glass it has shattered. This isn't the sound of human footsteps. It doesn't even have a fixed rhythm. It shows that the monster is not human. I'm being made aware again that we're up against something unknown. What do we do? I'll go after it. No. You'll go then? A nod. But you can't move. Don't tell me. Clash. An unusually loud sound comes from right in front of us. Mai stands up. Wait, Mai. She takes 2 to 3 steps forward and then... thump. She jumps. Over the staircase with a height of more than 20 steps. Then... swing! The blade of her sword draws a large arc in the air. She leans her entire body weight in and slashes through the mass of air lingering at the bottom of the stairs. No movement, no sound. It's only now that I understand what Mai was planning. Since she can't run up to the enemy or cut through it in her current condition, there's only one thing left to do. To jump down from on high and slash at the enemy using her body weight. I can't help but be impressed yet exasperated by how Mai has managed to accomplish this act of determined desperation. I abandon my now useless sword and run down the stairs to join her. Mai! She's still kneeling down. I support her upper body. You're reckless, you know that? You're okay? I failed. What? Ugh! I'm suddenly not able to tell which way is up. Of course not. I'm turning around and around. My body only stops flying when it hits the wall with a thud. I had no idea the human body could sail through the air so easily. While holding the weight of 2 people at that. Mai! I check how she's doing, having grabbed her into my arms at the spur of the moment. She looks at me and nods wordlessly to indicate that she's alright. On the other hand, I'm not doing so good. A crippling pain shoots through the shoulder of my dominant hand that I had used to shield Mai. I'm not going to be able to use it for a while. What now? Retreat for a time? I'll carry you on my back to the old building. Truth is, I'm not sure if I can outrun that thing with Mai on my back. But I also can't think of anything else to do besides making confident statements like that. Here. Mai makes me hold on to her sword instead. What are you expecting me to do? My sword's been left on the staircase landing. Is this supposed to replace it? Don't think of winning. Think of whether you'll block or evade. You. Mai moves out of my arms and stands up. It's coming. I stand up as well, gripping the sword in my left hand and my only working arm right now. The wind starts to blow from behind. moves like a receding tide. Step in front of the unarmed Mai to face the monster. To the courtyard. I hear Mai's voice behind me, where we usually go. When I turn around, Mai isn't there anymore. I have no idea what she's trying to do. There's nothing left to do but do as Mai says. If I'm thinking about myself, I can flee the scene anytime. But that option's not on my list at all. All my actions are based on the simple fact that I want to do something for Mai. Doing exactly as she says is what I can do for her. Oh, I see. I'm prioritizing what I can do for Mai ahead of my own safety right now. The light dawns on me. It's a very simple thing, yet also very surprising. When did I come to like her so much? I deliberately make an empty swing to divert its attention and start running down the hallway while staying close to the wall. A sound of crackling glass gets closer to me from behind. Is it here? I bend my knee and dive as low to the ground. My calves brush across something, but no impact happens. The space I'm sliding towards shimmers greatly, and I sense an airwave passing over my head. I turn around again and start charging in the opposite direction. After grabbing onto the railing to break my momentum and redirect myself, I dash down the staircase. While I'm struggling to make sure I don't take a wrong step, the monster is different. Maybe it doesn't even have feet. I keep feeling it pawing my back as it's trying to push me down. Maybe it's grabbing at me with sharp claws that just barely miss each time. I reach the ground floor almost in a fall, but there's no time to hesitate. There's no time to even readjust my center of gravity. I run across the short width of the hallway and jump. Hit the window glass with the hilt of my sword. After a loud impact, I land on the floor kneeling. The glass fragments dig into my knees painfully, ow, enough to make me know they're bleeding, but I pay it no mind. Instead, I stand up quickly. Turning around, I see that the hole I passed through is now larger, and I sense something approaching. Slash down, block with back of sword. I'm gonna block. Try to block it with the back of my sword, but I can only use one hand right now. Urgh! I parry the attack with all of my strength. It's my own body that gets pushed back in the end, but that doesn't matter. My work here is done as soon as I can get away. The rest is up to her. She's never let me down before. I have faith in her. Turn to face another direction using the sword's weight and start running. Doesn't turn out the way I had imagined as I'm holding the sword. I can't swing my right arm, so my balance feels completely off. I decide to throw the sword away, but I'm going to do it in style. As I turn around, I swing the sword and let it go when the blade becomes parallel with the floor. To my surprise, it sticks itself into the air as if that were a natural thing. Because of that, I'm now able to clearly see how the monster is pursuing me. Its body is shaking as it picks up the stuck sword. Picks at. The speed of it approaching doesn't wane even then. In short time, it closes the distance between us. I can tell it's rushing toward me by the quick sounds it makes in the deep snow. Even though it's invisible, I can imagine its appallingly ugly form. I'm rooted to the ground, but I have to run. My vain attempt at a stylish attack may have made matters worse, and my spirit withers. I can't even tell if my feet are moving correctly or not anymore. All I can do to keep running forward in a mad attempt to get as far away as possible from the walls of the school. And even though I'm being vigilant, the impact that comes from behind still catches me off guard. Clang. My upper body is swept backwards in a strange fashion, an unpleasant snapping sound. I lose consciousness. I have no strength to even spit out the bile rising in my throat. I can't seem to move my left shoulder either. Unable to fall properly, I slip onto the ground face first. I squirm, unable to even stand back up as I watch with stark clarity, absolute despair approaching me. I'm dead! Yay! What I actually see is something white swooping down from a very high place. Ooh. Take. The figure catches the moonlight and turns. This! Swing! It lands on the ground looking quite human. Maya and I are looking at each other with the usual background behind us. Hey Mai. I greet her from my ungainly position on the ground. Hey, Yuichi. She imitates me at my greeting. You came in as asked. Of course I did. Yes. Wait, where did you drop down from? Don't tell me. Rooftop. You can't be serious. I am serious. Since I wasn't able to defeat it from the top of a staircase, but the rooftop? Her ideas are too dramatic for me. Did you factor in a potential missed hit as well? Not as reckless as you think. I took into consideration the impact that would occur when I hit the monster. It's not like I can tell her anything, but you're amazing at anything you do. Mai's body sways, and she quickly collapses to the ground. Mai! I stand up in a hurry and run over. Your body! She's covered in all over with wounds and unable to stand up as a result. Mai, hey! I hold her slumped form in my arms and call out to her. Yuichi. Yeah, what is it? Her lips move slightly. Beef bowl. Whump. I headbutt her without thinking. That hurts. Now's not the time for that, you moron. You almost made me accidentally knock you out. But I'm hungry. I'm not surprised after what you did. Buy one for me. You know you're bad enough in shape to be rushed to the hospital immediately, right? You need to rest. I can go home after a beef bowl. She moves slightly, trying to get out of my arms. Anyway, it's too cold. Let's head back into the building for now. She nods. I support her shoulders as we walk. Her head is resting completely on my shoulder. Our cheeks are touching, as if I just turned my position to face her, we find ourselves in a very awkward position. Don't come so close, Mai. I might accidentally kiss you. I don't mind. Mai replies. Can't be bothered to push away. She adds wearily. It feels like she might fall asleep any time. I return to the school building without saying a word, Mai's white breath visible under my nose the whole time. I set Mai down in the first classroom along the hallway. Here's my jacket. It must be cold, right? I remove my jacket in consideration of Mai, who is sitting against the cold wall. But you're going outside. I'm sweating because of how heavy you are. Mai gives me a hand chop but just misses. She's not even strong enough to lean forward. I'll be right back. Just wait here. I cover Mai's face with my jacket and leave the classroom. It still doesn't feel real to me. It's all over. I should be raising my hands and jumping for joy. But I can't raise my hands. I have no strength left to jump either. Still, the beef bowl we're about to eat together is going to taste extraordinarily good. I can go back to being a normal girl now. This is a small celebration of that. I get to share a meal with someone I love, and Mai gets to eat the beef bowl she loves so much. While I wipe off the sauce that gets on her nose. We can even exchange bowls halfway through for no good reason. Anything will do, as long as I can enjoy a meal with Mai amicably. When I bring 2 sets of beef bowls back to the classroom, I come face to face with just how foolish I was and how obsessive Mai can be. The classroom is empty. There was another one left. Now I realize that. It's not that I miscalculated, it's that Mai had lied to me. Otherwise she would be waiting here for me, and we would be heading back home after eating our beef bowls together. That's what was supposed to happen. Mai! I toss the beef bowls to the floor and run out of the classroom. What a waste of food. How dare you? As I sprint down the hallway, I check all the classrooms. I don't understand. Why did Mai leave me behind? Because she doesn't need me anymore? No, but I'm sure she still likes me. I can say that with confidence. There has to be another reason why I can't be by her side. That has to be it. When I turn to start running again, whiz! Something like a bullet passes through my head at the temple from the right to the left. It's really annoying to be at the receiving end of an accidental stray shot, but I feel more surprised than pain. My knees fall to the ground. It's pretty painful too. The wind is blowing, perhaps because the windows are broken. I hear a voice. Suddenly, the hallway appears as a paddy field path. I start to wonder if I'm still sane. There's a child in front of me, a little girl. She's injured. Blood is flowing down from her shoulders. The injury may reach all the way to her back. Her blade can reach even the past. Ah! I know this girl. I remember seeing her before. But why is she hurt? I don't remember anything about this gruesome past. She's never been so gravely hurt before. Or so I think. The little girl has appeared before me again after such a long time to try to tell me something. Maybe it's got something to do with the person I'm looking for. Wait, my mind is getting foggy. Someone is pleading with me about something that I can tell, but they're doing it quite forcibly. It's more than I can handle. I'm not able to take it well, so it hurts me. It hurts people. Don't try to put an iron pipe through an ear canal. It won't pass through. My head hits something hard and I find myself leaning against a cold wall. The empty eyes of the girl at the death's door are seared into my mind, and I can't will them away. But because of that, I figure out the answer to one of my questions. The reason why Mai went ahead by herself and left me behind is because she's looking for an outcome that I can't know about. That has to be it. Try to remember. Every time we defeat a monster, Mai loses the ability to move one of her limbs. Mai must have noticed that as well, which means she must know what will happen at the end of it all, that she will lose her life as well, once the final monster goes down. So she lied to me and let the final monster go with just a heavy injury. The image of the girl's dismal death is connected to Mai's eventual end. No, that wasn't just an image. The evidence strongly points to the fact that she was there. Yuichi! Yuichi! I hear a voice again. Stop it. Stop coming near me. It makes my head hurt. Anyway, why am I only able to see the ceiling now? When did I fall asleep? There's a prickling pain in my ears. Yuichi! Fine, stop this already. I'll do the rest myself. I stop going after Mai. As long as the injured monster is near me, Mai will be safe. The injured girl, the girl I met a long time ago, and spent some time together in that place for a brief moment. Right, this building is newly built, and the place back then, the old building standing on it? I put my elbow to the floor and lift myself up. My joints are protesting in pain, but I can still move. After standing up, I lean against the cold wall and use it to start walking. I have an idea where to go. Remember the angle of the setting sun beyond the old school building. I'm going to take this girl back to that place in time. The place where they're being clamoring to return to all this time. Force my complaining body to move and keep walking. Standing before the entrance to the one classroom, I throw the door open without hesitation. I hear laughter. The laughter of a little girl. That's right, there was a little girl in that barley field 10 years ago. Oh. Ah! The little girl raised her voice. I should be the one raising my voice here. You couldn't see a thing in that barley field. Who wouldn't shout in surprise at hearing a voice in a seemingly empty field? The little girl stood up among the stalks and turned to talk to me. Did you come here to play? I don't think it's a teenage girl, by the way. But, moving on. She asked me cautiously. No, I got lost. I'm not familiar with this area yet, but I'm surprised that there's a barley field here. Where did you come from? Not sure. Over there, maybe? I pointed in a random direction. I have no idea if I'm right. In that case... Let's play. Why? Because I'm sure you'll remember it as we play. Really? Yes, I'm sure. Okay, let's play then. Yeah! The little girl's face brightened again. Ever since that day, I would often play with her. I'd somehow end up in that place while walking through town in the evening. The barley field was our giant playground. Squatting down made you invisible, and running along the barley stalks felt nice, like swimming. The little girl would laugh and run. Don't you have any other friends? I asked her as we were lying down on some flattened stalks. No, because I'm not normal. At first I didn't understand what she meant. She seemed normal to me, friendlier than normal even. I didn't understand what she was doing here all by herself. Later, however, she would tell me the reason. I have a strange power. The little girl lived in another town when she was younger, but she had to leave after the broadcast of an episode of a TV show she appeared in. I didn't ask her what the show was about. However, I could imagine how she was treated by that show and the way she talked about it. The predatory show trying to disprove that the then popular trend of fawning over those with supernatural powers. She was picked as a witch to be hunted, but nothing changed even after she came here. She had to keep enduring both the suspicious and reverence of others. That's why she avoided going where children usually gathered, choosing to play by herself in a secret, lonely place. I was the only one who didn't look at her the same way the other townsfolk did. And even after I saw her using her powers, I just thought, cool. There was no fear, just intrigue, that was all. Because you're Yuichi, she replied happily when I told her about it. You mean because I'm special? To me, yes. She bent her knees, turned around while standing up, and ran away. That was the sign that our game of tag was starting. I gave chase. As the barley grew taller, there were times when I couldn't see her among the stalks. She was kinda short. That wasn't fair to me when we were playing tag or hide and seek, so I gave her a handicap. Come here. Here. When she toddled near me, I put a hairband on her head. It came with a large folded rabbit ears. I won it at a festival the other day. Rabbit? Yep. Do you like rabbits? Yes, I do. I love all animals, but I love rabbits the most. That's great. Now you're around the same height as me. Run and see. She started running away quickly. The rabbit ears could be seen amusingly poking out from the tips of the barley stalks. That does the trick, and things would be more fair. Actual fact, this did nothing to help me win more times. Her reflexes were always excellent, and she loved the rabbit ears so much she would wear them all the time, whether we were playing or not. It made me quite happy though, because it was such a great fit for someone I had given. Hey! Whenever we flopped down and looked up, the sky seemed to bend our forms. A wall of barley would tower behind us like a secret base, and I loved being with her there. Nobody could see us even if they walked on the paddy path. It was the perfect place to talk together alone. Maybe I can grow to like my own powers, said the little girl. That's good. It's always a good thing to like yourself. If I'm with you, you really shouldn't trust me so much when we haven't even known each other for long. I don't know why, but I just feel that way. I see. In the end, I was only able to play with her for 2 weeks of the summer vacation. We visited the place to avoid the heat. When summer was over, I couldn't come anymore, because it was too far for me to travel to by myself. On the last day, I saw that she was still wearing the rabbit ears I gave her. Goodbye, I said. Goodbye, she replied expressionlessly. The tart barley stalks swayed in the tepid winds that blew, as did the tips of her rabbit ears. That was the last time I saw that little girl, but I remembered one thing. The next evening after we said goodbye, I received a phone call. Didn't recall telling her about the phone number of my accommodations, but it was her. Could imagine her clinging to the phone on tiptoes as she would be too short to reach it otherwise. Hey, I need help! What's wrong? The monsters are coming. Monsters? At our usual playground. We have to protect it, together. We won't be able to play there anymore. I didn't tell you yesterday, but I'm actually returning to my home today. Let's play together another day, okay? I'm not lying, it's the truth. There are no such thing as monsters. They're really coming. I can't protect the place by myself. Come protect it with me. It's our playground. I'll wait for you. I'll fight by myself in the meantime. That was our last communication. I don't know what happened to her after that, but if she'd made a wish for her lie to come true, if she'd been fighting by herself ever since, and perhaps there were never any monsters to begin with, just a little girl who, at the cost of 10 years of happiness, sought to reject her monstrous powers by perpetuating a lie, all because of a brief encounter that lasted only a few days. Oh. Well, well. It's a rabbit. Hopefully, I didn't mess things up badly. Did I get the true ending on my first try? Sorry, I had to go home. So this is what the wheat field became. It became the school. Hey, where's the snow? Everything makes sense now. Hi, Mai. What's up? Right now, Mai is standing there like when we first met. Mai, stop this. She should be able to see me. She should be able to hear me. Just like when we first met in this building, her eyes are not looking at me. But I at least understand what she's looking at now. The frightened and injured little girl hiding behind me. One of the powers she abandoned that day. I can hear her labored breathing. The power is connected to Mai's body even now. Her feeble breathing is a reflection of Mai's weakened pulse. The last life she had left behind was her own, very own heart. Mai rotates the hilt of her sword and grips it tightly again. She leans forward and takes a step to put an end to her powers. Mai! I grab hold of her just before she starts charging forward. How many times have I held her like this already? Her hard, armor-like exterior hides the softness inside. Yuichi, out of my way. Mai, there are no monsters. There were never any monsters to begin with. You created them. These are your powers. It's over, Mai. Your battle is over. Mai says nothing in reply, but I keep going. You've been protecting that playground. You've been protecting this place all this time, haven't you? For 10 long years. You've been fighting all by yourself. 10 years. What an incredibly long period of time. She's bound herself and sacrificed her happiness for 10 years, all because of a single lie. I don't understand what you're saying. I made a wish back then, that monsters would really appear, believing that would make me stay longer. The monsters that appeared were avatars of the loathsome powers that landed her in that miserable situation to begin with, and Mai's been rejecting them ever since. I said your fight is over. Hey, Hellfire Skyrim. Monster Hunter, Mai's. No, well, yeah. How you doing, Hellfire Skyrim? That's a good one. I repeat myself. You can go back to your former self now. I've taken a long detour. By some great stroke of coincidence, the thing Nayuki passed me, I stashed in my desk, is exactly what Mai was wearing that day. Here! You're doing fine? Hell yeah. That's what I want to hear. I think I'm about wrapped up with Mai's event, or whatever. Mai's story. I take out the item I had stuffed into my jacket pocket. I walk straight to Mai and put it on her head, the way I did that day in the past. Looks good on you. Mai will start anew. Her frozen time will start moving again from here on. It's your favorite rabbit. Mai turns into a rabbit. The end. Smile, Mai. It's all over. There's one more left. It'll go away as soon as you realize what's happening. I don't understand. This is all too sudden. You and I have met before, a long, long time ago. We were friends and played together for a short while. I seem to see a flash of gold in Mai's eyes. Is she looking at the barley field from the day like I am? That boy, he ran away from me like everyone else did. No, Mai, that's not true. I wasn't afraid of your powers, and I wasn't running away from you. It was a genuine goodbye. That's why we met again like this, see? We ended up being friends and getting along again, just like back then. Once you come to terms with that, it'll all be over. I don't know what to do. Go back to how you were back then. No more swords. No more nighttime school patrols. Mai slowly lowers the sword in her hand. That sword has been the only thing she's been able to cling onto. A symbol of human power that she's been using to try to sever an inhuman power. Something she wanted to rip off no matter how deeply entangled its prickly roots are with her innermost organs. Even if it crushes her heart, can Mai ever accept these girls, these powers that she hates so much? It may take some time. I have faith she will. You have Sayuri as well. Besides, it's my fault that you became like this. So I'll always be there for you, by your side. I'll always love every part of her, even the powers she keeps denying. By doing that, I know she'll find it in herself to forgive her own powers one day. I can't throw my sword away. I've always lived by it. No, you have to. I can't. Hey, I have to. Very weak net without a sword. It doesn't matter. I'll bring you the trouble. I'll be trouble for you if you're always with me, Yuichi. You okay with that? Absolutely. That is how it is for girls, right? Just live normally from now on, Mai. If there's anything you don't understand, I'll be right beside you to teach it. Mai is still the little girl from that day who hasn't grown up. The little girl who still loves hide and seek and going to the zoo. You don't know how to go to a movie theater or play video games either, right? There are plenty of fun things around. Let's do them all together. Every girl deserves to enjoy life like that. To cry when they feel like crying. It's alright for you to show your weak side. I'll be there to console you. I was kinda useless in the school at night, but I'm confident I can protect you in daily life. What if I burst out crying on a sidewalk? What if I cry suddenly in the middle of a meal? Will you console me even then? I will. I'll sit with you on the sidewalk until you stop crying. If it's during a meal, I'll stop eating as well and listen to you. If I manage to stop crying, you'll eat your cold food together with me still? Yeah, I'll eat anything with you, cold or otherwise. What if I wake up in the middle of the night crying? What if I start crying by myself somewhere you don't know? I'll be there when you sleep as well. Once I hear you cry, I'll wake up and make a hot drink for you. And I won't let you go to places I don't know about. I'll make sure you're always by my side. I know, Mai. After we graduate, let's rent a large house and live there together. You, me, and Sayuri. This time we'll take turns making foods and not let Sayuri do it all by herself. We'll live like that, like a family, until we get sick of each other. It'll be fun, and I'll be able to watch over you all the time. Really? Yes, I'm sure Sayuri would agree to it. As long as you're all right with it, what do you think? Can I bring my Anteater plushie along? Of course you can. Your piggy music box too. Bring everything that's precious to you. Then, I want that. Deal. Something for us to look forward to now. Yeah. Yuichi? Thanks. Yeah. Thank you. Really. She repeats with a little smile. And then, I love you, Yuichi. I'll always love you. In spring, in summer, in autumn, and in winter. My memories will always be with Sayuri and you, Yuichi. Mai? She turns her sword to herself and plunges it into her abdomen. Pulled by gravity, Mai's body falls to the ground. I dash over and hold her in my arms. Mai! The blade is deeply embedded in her body. Blood flows out at an alarming rate, staining the floor around us. Why did you do that? Aren't we supposed to be together forever? I thought we were going to live together, in spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Just promise me. I love you too, more than anything else. You're always so self-centered, always trying to deal with everything yourself. That's not fair at all. Mai! Molding Mai's entire weight in my arms. She's not moving. She'll never move again. Crap. Swift! At first I thought it was the sound of natto being stirred up. It's only natural to think that way since I'm at the breakfast table. But I become bothered when I realize I'm wrong. Mai? I put my chopsticks down and face Mai. Nevertheless, Mai is looking down. I'm sorry for not telling you even though I knew beforehand. But Sayuri really couldn't help it. An upperclassman asked her, so she couldn't turn them down. You should understand, right? I know what you're thinking. A job that's scheduled you for last-minute work isn't worth staying in. But you have to admit it's a lot more mature to restrain yourself and accept it respectfully. Right? No? Oh boy. Swift! Oh, the omelet is looking good. Wait, I'm going off topic. Really wanted to go, huh? Yeah. She replies with a stuffy nose. But you don't want us to go without her, right? With Sayuri. And we'll just have to take her a rain check for today. What? Rabbit. You'll see the rabbit another day. Gorilla. You'll see the gorilla another day too. Giraffe. The giraffe another day too. Swift. Mai? Swift! I want your portion of the omelet too. I'm quite fond of the omelets you make. Can I have it? No? Well then, let's play a game. The loser has to give the winner their omelet. Sound good? As usual, we'll play Animal Word Chain. Start from the word rabbit. I'll go first. Tiger. Come on, Mai. Animal that starts with the letter R? Mai. Rabbit. So the letter T, huh? I ignore the fact that she repeated the animal. Turkey. Why is a hard one? Can you think of anything? Come on, I know you can do it. Yak. Whoa, nice one, Mai. I'll go with kangaroo then. Octopus. What? Octopus. Hey, stars over Hyrule. Welcome to the Kanon voice, the Kanon game again. And the Kanon voice. How you doing? Octopus? Is that an animal? More like a sea creature. I know. Fine, sloth then. Hammerhead. Again? You've completely gone off category and I decide to give up. Time to make ramen. Time for ramen! Make sure you save some for the rest of us, alright? I'm doing good. I'm surviving. I think I'm about to finish one of the girls' stories. I think it's gonna happen. I admit defeat to her. You're surprised, Mai. Congratulations. I begrudgingly hand my portion of the omelet over. My greed has caused me to lose the best part of my breakfast. This is a grave situation. But I deserve it since I brought up the game in the first place. Mai stares at the omelet I hand over to her. I'm not sure what's going on in her mind, but she pushes it back to me. I don't need this. You don't? I'll have it then. That was an exceptionally easy recapture. In exchange... Oh! I want the right to monopolize you today. Mai is smiling. I know now that this is basically her version of grinning ear to ear. Her eyes are still red and puffy from crying, but her tears are gone. Make it yourself. I want ramen. Fudge you. That is enough. My duty is done. What types of ramen are you gonna make? That's the big question. Shrimp ramen? Beef ramen? The food's all cold from our silly antics. Let's eat anyway. The three of us have been living together since then. We needed to reclaim the 10 long years that we had lost. Mai starts into her new life as a little girl full of anxiety, tears, hiccups, and lots of sniffling. With that sniffing sound she makes. But she'll be fine, now that she has people who are willing to stay with her until she stops crying. She'll slowly shed less tears. Soon she'll catch up with the ordinary girls, and we'll be happy together forever. Sayuri is always smiling, so I'm curious to see what she'll look like when she's even happier. These are the mundane but fun things I think about daily. It's windy in spring. Mai and I sit by the side of the house and play word chain all day to make up for our missed zoo trip. Yuichi! Your turn! Oh, sorry, I fell asleep. What was the last word again? Seagull. The letter L. It's sunny in summer. We're waiting for Sayuri on a park bench in the scorching heat. She's sure taking her time. She's taking her time. And it's so hot. Yeah, it's so hot. Should I go get ice cream or something? You're going away? Yeah, then I'm going too. Who's going to wait for Sayuri then? The leaves start falling in autumn. We pick up dried leaves for bookmarks and lie around reading books together. You know, Mai? What? You look so studious like that, reading with glasses on. Yeah, but then I look at the book and it's about Japanese fairy tales. They're interesting. Really, let me read it after you. Sayuri's next. Oh, after that. We won't make the due date. Fine, I'll borrow it myself. Just sit beside me and read it with me. It's snowy in winter. Again. Hey, the house has been surrounded by a huge number of snow rabbits. I made them. What? We're not the only ones staying here. Spare a thought for the others. They'll be so surprised. But it's cute. Oh, I think Sayuri's back. Wow, so many snow rabbits all around the house. See, she's surprised. Welcome home, Sayuri. Every day is unimaginably mundane and fun. That's what we keep working toward as we live out our lives. And yet, why are there tears streaming down my cheeks? Why does this sense of uneasiness lodging in my chest? Why do I feel a lingering warmth in these arms of mine? A warmth that belonged to something important. Thought I would be able to hold on to that warmth forever. Why does it feel like I've lost it instead? Was it all just a blissful dream? Yuichi. I hear a soft thud. It's the sound of chopsticks being put down. Yuichi. Mai, all I need is you by my side, and I'll never feel uneasy again. I'll never be afraid of losing anything ever again. Yuichi, you'll stay with me, right? Yuichi, are you crying? Right, Mai? You'll always be here for me, right? I'll start the world chain this time. My tears won't stop coming. They dribble down my cheeks to my chin, finally dripping onto my knees. Sure, start the game, Mai. Apple. The voice isn't working. I don't know why. Eagle. I continued the game by herself. Eager. River. She keeps chanting words like she's singing a song. Reindeer. Radar. Sounds like a lullaby. I slowly close my eyes. Mai's form becomes blurred over with tears. No, I want to keep hearing her chain words together. Hey, Blue Thunder. What's up? Good to see you here today. I'm playing Kanon again. But yeah, how are you? I'm doing awesome. Forever. Flower. Rain. Name. Dead. All sounds vanish. You're okay? That's good. Glad you are doing well. Can you even retrieve a sound that's being absorbed by the darkness? My eyes remain closed. I close my eyes again. At that, an astonishing amount of tears start falling out. I don't want to open my eyes anymore. I just want to live in the future I've imagined, surrounded by a smiling Mayan Sayuri. Then I would be happy. I don't have to face this heart-rending reality. Yes, whether in spring, summer, autumn, or winter, I'll keep living with Mai's memories. I'll bring out only the happy memories, and it won't hurt anyone anymore. Even though everything has ended here, I built up enough to be able to see only blissful dreams. I'm genuinely happy that I met Mai and Sayuri. I'm happy. Yuichi! I hear a voice calling me, the voice of that day. It resounds clearly in my ears. I see, this is hide and seek. We're in the midst of playing it. Yuichi! I spot Mai's face peeking out from between parted barley stalks. She already found me a while ago, huh? And she was just staring at me. Beautiful sunset, I know. And look at this barley field here. Isn't it great? Yuichi, does Yuichi love Mai? That's blunt. You mean that Mai now, or you? The Mai now, future me. Of course I love you. I wouldn't be meeting you, the Mai in my memories here now otherwise, would I? Mai loves Yuichi too. Do you mean you or the Mai now? Both. We've always needed you. Why? We only spent a short time together. It's her power. What power? Her purest power, the ability to know that this person is the one. And that person is me, huh? Yes, that's why you appeared that day. At that spot where you've never been before. Without a doubt, it was that power of hers that summoned you. The power of her purest wish that gave birth to me. So I have to stay with her. That's hope. A hope that someone who loves me, including this part of me, is out there somewhere in this world. Everything that started there has ended here, but things can start now. You can take back the 10 years that you've lost. Mai is still that little girl from back then. So please take care of future Mai. She'll still feel the same way if you can meet again, that you are the one. Understand? Yeah. Well then, start with the greeting. Who am I greeting? And a promise. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Rabbit, rabbit. Bubble, bubble. I sing along with the kettle on the stove. Rabbit, rabbit. I finish my drawing just as the red crayon becomes a tiny piece of itself. Rabbit's done. I show Mom my notebook. Well done. Mom smiles. Makes me happy when she does. Mom is always lying in a hospital bed. I worry for her health. That's why I'm happy with when she smiles. It cheers her up. A rabbit has a round tail, though it's not long like a cat's. Huh? Really? You should see them. In the zoo? Yes, the zoo. There are many animals there. Even rabbits? Yes, gorillas and lions as well. Gorillas too? Yes, gorilla roar. Mom beat her own chest and immediately coughs after. Oh no, Mom! I'll be fine. I got a little too excited there. Yeah, don't do that. You're not strong like a gorilla. I will be one day. Don't worry. Then we can go to the zoo together. How about that? Really? Of course. We made a promise, didn't we? I think Mom became sickly because of giving birth to me. She's been lying down at home for as long as I can remember. We've never gone out for a walk together. She barely has the strength to walk around at home. After coming to this hospital, she doesn't even walk anymore. She often looks out the window and families coming to visit someone. We'll be able to walk outside together like them one day as well. I believe Mom when she says she'll be fine, so I'll wait for that day. The day when we can go outside together. I look forward to that day we visit the zoo, the place full of animals. But she never gets better. She even loses the ability to eat. I'm so worried. The doctors who come once in a while never do anything for her. They just check on her, and they frown and mumble under their breath. That's all. They don't seem to be trying hard enough. I'm always angry at them from behind. I don't say it out loud, but I think we should move her to a better hospital. It snows in winter. The hospital courtyard is full of fallen snow. I play by piling the snow up into a heap. I know. Mom can play with this too. I stuff as much snow as I can into my clothes and return to the room. Mom, let's play! Did your best to bring this inside? Yeah! Let me make something really nice. Okay. Mom starts making something with the snow. Even uses the leaves of the flowers decorating her room. Done! Look at what she has made in surprise. It's a rabbit! A snow rabbit. This is made of snow. A snow rabbit! But this rabbit has a short life. It's melting! Because there's a heater in this room. Rabbit melts into a puddle of water. You can always make another one, Mai. Okay! Time passes. I stare outside the window of the room. The snow hadn't melted yet. I see families walking about on top of it. Their footsteps stretch for a long way. When it snows, the footsteps disappear. I turn around. Mom is sleeping. She's been in pain lately and doesn't wake up much. I return my gaze to the outside of the window. The usual scene greets me. Where did that family just now go? Somewhere nice, I guess. It stopped snowing the next day, but it was snowing during the night, so the view of the ground is completely white from the window. I hear Mom calling for me. I thought she was sleeping. I turn around and see her looking at me. Does it still hurt? Ask her because she's sweating all over. No, I'm alright. That's good. More importantly, Mai? Yes? Wanna go to the zoo now? Just you and me? Can we? After becoming excited, I realize something. There's no way Mom can go. I'll be alright. As long as I'm with you, I'll always be alright. Really? I believe what Mom says. She must be feeling much better than usual today. I can't make lunch for the trip, but we can bring along something from here. She pulls up a fruit basket a visitor has brought as a gift. What would you like, Mai? Banana! Okay, we'll bring some bananas along as snacks. She picks up some bananas from the basket. Let's go, Mai. Today's the only day we can do this. She wraps the bananas up in a white cloth, dangles it over her arm, and gets out of bed. I support her as she does. Mom's body is so heavy. I'm sorry. I'm fine, Mai. Her body feels lighter. Mom is standing on her own, but it takes a long time before she starts walking. There's a lot of snow in the hospital courtyard. It glimmers in the rays of the sun. Walk across the snowy courtyard hand in hand. It wasn't easy because I had to support Mom's weight, but I don't think I've ever felt happier. Because I'm walking under the sun outside with my mom. And we're heading to the zoo, the place with all my favorite animals. How could I not be excited? I'm buzzing with excitement the whole time. How far is it to the zoo? Well, we have to go out of the hospital and take a bus. Mom stops every now and then and crouches down. Must be cold since we're walking on snow. She breathes a lot and comes down out as white air. Are you okay? I'm fine. Just give me a moment. Are you cold? No, I'm fine. I squeeze Mom's hand. It feels very cold. I've been lying down for so long that I don't have much stamina anymore. Do you want to rest? Yes. Sorry. It's okay. There's a lot of time. We sit down on a bench nearby. Mom's rapid breathing doesn't get calmer. I went quietly and patiently. We still have time, so we get closer to the zoo slowly but surely. Sniff, sniff. Suddenly realize there's a dog at my feet. Maybe it's lost. Mom, there's a dog here. Mom? Yes, Mai? Look, doggy. Stretch my hand out. Dog sniffs, then licks it. Lick, lick. The dog is so cute, Mom. I pat its head and it whines happily. Right, Mom? Yes, cute. Pat, pat. Mom closes her eyes. She seems to be in pain. I had to get off the bench and do everything I can. The dog whines to cheer me on. I do more than I ever knew I was capable of, until my hands are frozen, until they almost start bleeding. But I keep going. Mom! Mom, Mom! Mom! Mom finally wakes up. Sorry, Mai. I fell asleep. It's okay. Look! The zoo! Ah! I stand up and spread my arms out. I'm standing among a lot of rabbits. I wish I could have made more different animals, but I only know how to make snow rabbits. So this is the rabbit zoo. But Mom was happy. What a lovely zoo. She looks happier than I've ever seen her. And then she starts crying. It still hurts? No, it doesn't. I'm alright. That's good. Mom wipes her tears off with her hands. Well then, Mai, let's have lunch. I'm hungry. I haven't walked so long in a while. Really? Yeah. Mom hasn't been eating food for a while, so this makes me very happy. I sit down beside her again and take the white cloth package from her. Then I take out a banana from inside. The dog comes nearer. I'll give one to the dog too, Mom. I peel the banana and feed it to the dog, and I eat it as well. Here you go, Mom. I hold out a peeled banana to Mom. Mom, banana. Banana. It's delicious. Mom? Mom is sleeping, but with a happy look on her face unlike before. Maybe it doesn't hurt anymore. What do you think, doggy? Whine. My first trip outside with Mom was to a rabbit zoo. We played with a dog and ate bananas together. It was fun. Don't quite remember what happened after that. The next thing I know, I'm crying in the hospital hallway, because even though nobody tells me anything, I know Mom is dead. I know that she was trying her best to make my dream come true before the end. The door opens, I hear footsteps. My auntie is called to go somewhere. I keep sitting on my chair, crying as I sit, but I refuse to abandon hope. I'm sad, but I have faith that Mom will still get better. I keep wishing that Mom will get better, that she'll smile at me again, that we can go to the zoo together again, that we can eat bananas together again. Mom is in bed, but she's smiling. She's talking to the doctor about something. Thank goodness. From that day on, I start being able to do things normal people can't. I think it's a power God gave me to be able to make Mom better again. As long as I strongly believe in something, it will come true. I'm the only one who knows about it. A short while after that, my auntie brings me out somewhere. It looks like a room I always see on the TV. They tell me to show my power. They refuse to let me go home until then, so I do as I'm told. After that, Mom and I start getting bullied everywhere we go. People harass us, calling us a family of demons. It doesn't change even as time passes. Remember what I have done and become very sad. All because of this power. But I can't think badly about this power. It saved my Mom. Bullying gets worse and every day is miserable. Mom decides to leave the hospital even though she hasn't fully recovered yet. We then move to a town far, far away. Start thinking about the town that I'd never seen before. I believe that I can find hope there. I'll make lots of friends, and I'll become fond of this power one day. I'm sure of it. On the morning of our departure, Mom talks to me. I'm sorry you became like this because of my illness, but I want you to be happy always, even when you're alone. Okay, I reply with a big smile on my face. Then I'm here, in the autumn of abundance amongst the bountiful harvest. They're coming soon, that's what the power tells me. They're coming, I'm ready for them. My heart is racing. I've been waiting so long for this. Someone who will accept everything about me, including this power. I've been eagerly anticipating their arrival. Let's go meet them. Okay, we go out to welcome the destined moment. Hey, I call out to the little girl. Should I say nice to meet you? Nope, I've been waiting for you. She can barely contain her excitement. Okay, let's go take back what we lost. You won't leave this time? I won't, because we've always met and made a promise to each other. I'll always be with you, Mai. Yeah. Very nice. I'm coming back after 10 years. I know I can make it back now. I believe I'll be accepted as her last fragment of power. I hope to be called by this name at the end. By this name, so that those feelings can be fulfilled. That name is Hope. You're my only hope, Obi-Wan. Canon event? It's a canon event. It is. Ah. A canon event in canon. What the? Huff huff. I'm running. I'm totally late for my appointment. Hope it's not over yet. I run along the pavement next to the school while swatting some annoying flower petals away. Phew! Almost there. Turning the corner brings me to the front of the school gate. It's spring! That's not right. There are a lot of people there that I had expected. Well, I'm supposed to look for them here? Ah, Yuichi! There's a voice from behind me. Oh, hi. I turn around and see a smiling Sayuri. Phew! Guess I made it. I heave a sigh of relief and pause to catch my breath. Are you quite alright? Sayuri would have waited even if you had taken your time. Come on, I can't possibly keep you as the star of today waiting. Can I save real quick? Just gonna do a little save real quick right here, if that's okay. Okay, cool. Okay, today waiting. Is Sayuri the star? Yeah. You're making Sayuri blush. Well then, shall we, my princess? Certainly. As I take Sayuri's hand to escort her along, pow! Someone hand chops the back of my head. Only one person uses this form of silent interference. What a shame! Now that the real princess is here, Sayuri shall relegate herself to sidekick status. Hey, Mai. I turn around to face her. You were trying to leave without me. Why, are you jealous? No, I'm not. I just don't want to change my plans for today, that's all. Besides, I want to go to the zoo too. Yes, of course, let's leave it at that. Yuichi would never leave you behind, Mai. Sayuri would never take Yuichi away from you either. Pow. Mai's hand chops find their way to Sayuri's head this time. Your reaction is making it seem like there's something Your reaction is making it seem like there's really something going on instead. Whoa, this is a Kanon event, I say as I look at my Hello Kitty background. What are you talking about? No Hello Kitty backgrounds here. But there is a game coming out soon, isn't there actually? Pow! The hand chop lands on me. You should just confess already. Pow. On Sayuri. She's not used to handling such feelings. Pow. On me. Mai's hands are busily chopping to the left and right. Sayuri and I gaze at her amused as her face turns bright red. Well then, shall we? I turn around and look at the path I came from. You stole my Hello Kitty background? Purr. I'll just download a new one, a cheaply made one. That'll show ya. Ha 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 ha. If she wakes up from her dream with the courage to step out into reality, the innocent little girl who can never hurt anyone will set off on a new journey. She will come to know pain, tears, joy, and heartfelt smiles. She'll live every day seeing things she's never seen before, and I'll join her on that journey. Sayuri and I sure have gotten mixed up in something beyond incredible by the unsophisticated heroine of her story. Hey. That's her. Oh. It's music. I think I done did it, guys. I think I done did it. Yay! And there we go, guys. The tiny mouth makes you laugh. And the big eyes. That's Animus for ya. And bot mute anytime now. And that's Mai's route, guys. One down, a bunch more to go. Enjoy this song, cause it's about to get bot muted. It's about to be censored out. Oh, I can't wait to watch this Aminu soon. Soon as I'm done with this visual novel, I'll watch the anime again. This is the ending song, where Ayu's running in the snow. good. It's good stuff. Now I'm technically not done with Mai's route. There's still Sayori's story that I think I missed. So we'll get to that soon. I'm gonna try choosing random things again. Asteroids. Okay. Where the wind goes. Good musics though. Good stuff. Like the game. I like game a lot. Oh, I haven't heard the song this far yet. Ooh, exciting. Well, enjoy the music. I'm gonna get a drink real quick. Good stuff. This full version sounds quite good too. Not just a little bit I've heard in the closing. What is this part? Segment? What? Alright, that's the end of the credits. Oh, maybe not. We still got plenty of more stream time left though. So, we ain't done yet, bros. Woo! We done did it! I think, I hope. Oh, key. Very nice. Like the little sakura blossoms. Oh, this music's so good, guys. Alright, I get it, I get it. I can't get past the screen. Had to wait for the music to end. Hey, Bonnie. You finished with the game? I finished with one run of this game. I finished, with one of the girls in this game. But I haven't finished the game yet. Yay! Completed my scenario. You got a new game? Ooh, what is it? What's the game? Let's check out, what we have here now. My. Uh-oh, we're missing some my things. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ultima, you fool! Alright. Let's see how music looks. Oh, completed the soundtrack. I have all of the soundtracks now. Yay! Contraband Police. Didn't you play that game? I thought I saw you play that game. Now you're gonna play more. You're gonna play it, like, goodly now, right? Well, we beat one game. Let's play again, guys. So, because I've read certain dialogues already, any dialogue I've already read, I'm gonna be skipping. So, boop. Do. Any dialogue I've read will be skipped. So, yeah. I'm not gonna read all of that dialogue over and over again. I would go crazy. A dream. I'm dreaming. I dream of a boy that enters my chat room and tells me that he's gonna play Contraband Police. And it's going to be pretty cool. He's gonna find a lot of bad guys and shoot them in the face. And we'll laugh. Is that the story? I think that's the story of this game, right? Yeah, that's the story. That's the story of what's going on here. Wonder what would have happened if I chose the wrong choices in the last, in Mai's adventure. I can't move. This stinks. I can't move. I'm not gonna use a guide just yet, cause apparently I got through this game through my story without a guide. So, let's try one more time without a guide. I'm gonna choose the other choices that I did not choose last time. How does that sound? Does that sound good? Yeah. Okay, cool. Alright, guys, are you ready? Let's go! I did keep sleeping I did wake up last time, so I'm asleep. On my days off, I always try to sleep until evening. I give up on my gradually awakening consciousness and fall asleep again. But what I feel is different from sleepiness. It's cold. It's so incredibly cold. I pull the blanket even further over my eyes and roll up around my body a little more to prevent body heat from escaping. Still, the air that fills the room is cold, waking me up and sapping my body of heat at the same time. The room is silent. I poke my head out of the blanket and look around my room, trying to rub away my blurry vision. The room is clean and tidy, so much so in fact that it doesn't even seem like it could be mine. Where am I anyway? It's not my room after all. Adorning the nearly empty room is an equally empty bookshelf. I see. A memory gradually returns to me. That's right. Without thinking, I throw the curtains open. Whoosh! A bright white, continuous, immediately accosts my retinas. Ah! Could you help me put my room in order? Can you help me put my room in order after you get back? Have your luggage been delivered already? No, not yet, but I think it might arrive sometime this morning. You're really gonna force a girl to do manual labor? Don't you think it'd be a good opportunity for an athlete to show off her skills? She tilts her head, looking troubled. I may be in an athletic club, but running is what I do best. Is it really that big of a difference? I think it's a really big difference, actually. So do I. But it's okay. I'd be happy to help. Sorry, I'll give you all the empty cardboard boxes to you as thanks for helping out. Thanks, but no thanks. But you can use them to make a secret base or something. I'm not doing that. I'll even throw in some duct tape. I don't need any. Anyway, I'm counting on you. Uh-huh, got it. Ah! I ate too much. After I finished the slightly late lunch, I laid down in my bed in my room and gazed at the unfamiliar ceiling. Yuichi! Ack! Don't ack me. Don't you know how to knock? Well, you didn't want me to help you with your room, didn't you? Oh, yeah, right. Come to think of it, I did ask her for help. Your delivery arrived. I see. I can finally say farewell to this bleak room. It was a very big delivery. She frowns with dissatisfaction. That's because I sent a lot. And that is also the reason I asked for her help. Alright then, let's do our best to get it up to the second floor. You tricked me! I told you I'd give you the empty cardboard boxes, didn't I? I don't need any! Yuki cries pitifully as I drag her down to the entrance where the packages are. 2 columns of cardboard boxes are lined up in the hallway near the entrances. Really is a lot, huh? I say quietly. You're the one who sent them. She seems very dissatisfied with the situation. Anyway, let's get them upstairs. This won't be easy. I grab a nearby box and walk toward the stairs. Yuichi! Nayuki calls out to me from behind. What is it? I can't lift it. She is down near the floor trying to lift the cardboard box, but it shows no signs of budging at all. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to let her off the hook. Nayuki is too valuable of an asset in this endeavor. Full power! That's not happening. It's morphing time. I can't do that. Don't give up until you try. She stares at me with an upturned gaze. If you can't lift that box, why don't you try another box? The contests were varied, so the weight of the boxes should be 2. I tried lifting all of them. My valuable assist isn't as useful as I'd hoped. Fine then, I'll take them all upstairs myself. Sorry, Yuichi. She looks down dejectedly while muttering, but I will do what I can. Please do, I guess. Are you okay? Maybe. As she speaks, she slowly tries to lift the box. Ah! What is it? The bottom has fallen out. Yeah! The contents scattered all over the hallway. What are we going to do? My valuable asset is no more of a hindrance than a help. In the end, the work turns into removing some of the contents of the boxes before transporting them. Now this I can carry. Yuki looks happy as she holds several scattered CDs in her hands. Well, whatever. That's the first thought that comes to mind for whatever reason. How you doing? I'm doing good. Today's another good day. Tomorrow's gonna be an even better day. Because I'm getting a big anime series tomorrow. And I'll be seeing a movie in the theater tomorrow too. So tomorrow's gonna be good, and tonight's gonna be good. That's all of them. With a thud, I place... Tomorrow is the Orthodox Christmas. Ooh. Like where you are, or just in some places of the world? So Christmas is not exactly over for some people yet. In fact, it's just beginning for some people. That's strange to think about, huh? Today for you, it's like Christmas Eve. Well, Merry Christmas Eve to ya, Bonnie, in your zone. That is the last of them. Depends on the country. Yeah, like Siberia, right? All of the luggage that was in the hallway has been carried into the room. Good job! You're in an Orthodox country? Yeah, our Christmas is kind of over. Serbia? Oh, Serbia. My bad. It's amazing that I graduated school, Bonnie. Siberia, it's Serbia. Isn't it crazy that I graduated school? I'm just so smart, aren't I? It'll be fine. Not knowing what exactly would be fine, where I simply nod in response. Where it's negative 50 degrees. Brrr. You're gonna edit? Alrighty. Edit good, alright? I'll watch your videos when they're all released on the YouTubes. Good luck, my friend! Good luck, little bro. I'll see you soon. So what do we do now? remove the contents and put them in their place. Okay, but we'll take a bit of a break first. Okay. We sit down, lean against the wall, and take a breather. My gaze turns toward Nayuki, who is also sitting on the floor. Yuichi! My female cousin whispers my name. It's strange, isn't it? What is? The fact that you're here in front of me right now. What of it? Well, I guess this all happened so suddenly. There's that too, but it's something else. I can't tell from her facial expression whether she is laughing or crying. I mean, I never once heard from you. Not even one time after you left this place. Right. Had been 7 years since I had contact with Nayuki. Why didn't I contact her? There wasn't really a reason for it, but if I had to guess, it might be because there was no real reason to contact her. Would have needed a reason to send a letter or make a phone call, but I never had one in all that time. Next thing I knew, 7 years had already passed. That was the gist of it. I wrote you, you know. Come to think of it, I do think I recall getting a letter from you. I'm glad that you got it, she murmurs under her breath, smiling soon after. I never heard back, so I thought you never got it. No, I read the whole thing. I'm glad to hear that, but because I didn't have a reason, I never wrote her myself. However, was there a reason I didn't reply to the letter I received from her? Is something wrong? No, it's nothing. Or so I thought. Let's get back to work. Sure thing. I stand it with Nayuki holding my dully aching arms. I'll be more useful this time. There's a reassuring tone behind her words. We're done! We're done indeed. It took longer than expected, but we managed to finish tidying up my room. I'm glad we got this done before the start of the semester. Me too. I reply while sinking into the sofa. I'm really looking forward to this semester. I'm not looking forward to it at all. I would like at least one more day off. Ayuki, do you mind? Akiko peeks in from the kitchen. Mom, what is it? I'm thinking of making cabbage rolls for dinner. Want me to buy ingredients for it? I'd appreciate it. Sure, same ones as always. Pick out some good ones, okay? Okay. Nayuki seems to do all the shopping for dinner, and even though they don't use many words, they always seem to get the point across to each other. Akiko quickly disappears back into the kitchen. I suppose it's time for some shopping. For who? For me and you. How am I wrapped up in this? Okay. Well, I suppose a little shopping wouldn't hurt. I'm happy to hear that. It's the least I can do after she helped out with my room. We should do it before the sun sets. Good idea. Thinking of the outside air, which is probably a lot colder than the inside, I put on my coat and head outside, feeling gloomy as I do. It's incredibly cold out here. Not skippable. It's colder outside than I ever even imagine. Walking will warm you up. I hope you're right. I walk side by side with Nayuki through the snow-covered city. From time... I'll keep having the thing be there. No, I better not. From time to time, cold winds blow in my face, making me feel suffocated. Come to think of it, we went shopping together like this in the past too. You did? Yeah, we did. A white town. And right next to me, my female cousin smiling happily. Now that you mention it, I might have seen this before. Ah! Oh. Carry your bag. I'm not carrying your bag. I think I carried her bag. So let's not do it this time. I'm just gonna choose the other options if I remember them. There's really no need for me to carry the shopping bag, is there? It's not like it's heavy or anything. So does Akiko make all of the meals? I asked Nayuki the question the second it pops into my head. Yeah, she normally does the cooking. But I'll do the cooking if she's busy with something or needs a break. Nayuki, you can cook? I sure can. Boiled eggs and instant ramen don't count, you know. I'm actually a very good cook. Don't assume I'm like you. She looks away as if pouting. So what kind of food can you make? I can make pretty much anything as long as I have a recipe. Maybe she really is a good cook after all. You'll eventually eat my cooking, whether you like it or not. Suppose I will. As long as I live in this house, I suppose there will be times when I will have to eat your cooking to stave off my hunger pangs. Looking forward to it, Nayuki. I'm not so sure you really mean that, but you definitely should be looking forward to it. As we're talking, we find ourselves in the entrance of the shopping district. I go buy what we need. I'll wait here then. You're not coming with me? It's not like you need me to go with you, right? I suppose not. Anyway, I'll be back soon. Sounds good. Don't move an inch, okay? I'll be fine, don't worry. Now that I think about it, I get the feeling I've been in this situation before. I think you're imagining things. Though she's still tilting her head, she seems convinced as she walks into the shopping district. Well then. Ah! Make an excuse. Sorry, my bad. You were going so fast that I couldn't get out of the way. Ooh, I'm not really all that fast, you know. You're faster than you let on. Ooh. She apparently took a hard hit on the nose, and it's as red as can be. Tears are also visible in her eyes. Looks like you're in a little bit of pain. It's not a little bit at all, it's a lot! Sorry, my bad. My eyes are poor, so I didn't see you. That's different from what you said before. I'm just glad that you seem to be okay. I'm not okay at all. I'm really sorry. I really didn't think you'd run into me like that. Ooh. The girl stands up, still holding the tip of her nose with her gloved hand. Oh, good. Nothing is wrong with you. Something is wrong, but I am in a hurry, and I have to get going. And then... Time skip. Pry further, don't pry any further. We will not pry further this time. Well, I guess it's none of my business. By the way, what's with the wings? Ah! Run away, stay here. Stay here? I don't really understand the circumstances, but I feel like there was no need for me to run away with her either. When I let go of her, the girl immediately goes into the fast food restaurant next to us. After seeing her off, I stand alone in the shopping district. And then, I see someone running from the same direction we came from. Is this the guy? When I turn to the girl, I see her looking fearfully out of the shopping window. And the figure was close enough to make out. Judging from his height, he seems to be a man. With the slanted sunlight in the background, he runs as if looking for something. A balding man who looks like a good person. Looks like an ordinary old man. It's really the guy. For whatever reason, the man is wearing an apron. Nobody else is in sight. When I look toward the girl, she's completely hidden away from the window. There's no doubt about it. Though her body is hidden, her wings are still visible. Eventually, the old man gives up and heads back the way he came. Neither the girl nor the man seem to notice that the wings are visible. After a while, the girl timidly comes out of the shop. Ooh, that was scary! Ah! Take it, refrain. Let's try refrain. I don't need any. But it's really tasty. She puts it back in the bag dejectedly. You're not gonna eat? Nah, I don't really need any. She casts her gaze downward. My name is Ayu. She suddenly looks up. Ayu Tsukimiya. My name is A new room with new furniture. I like to have a TV in my room, but I shouldn't be so selfish. Maybe I'll get a part-time job to buy one. I lie down in bed thinking things over. I'm not used to living here yet, but the discomfort is starting to fade little by little. Maybe it's thanks to Akiko and Nayuki. Winter vacation ends today, and the new semester is about to begin. An unknown school and unknown classes. It's early, but maybe I should sleep. Suddenly remember I don't have an alarm clock. While I am a morning person, of not having one makes me anxious. Ignore it. I guess I should probably just ignore it. Yuki probably woke up first, so I'll just ask her to turn off the alarms. Leave the door with the ringing alarms and go down to the first floor. After washing my face in the bathroom, I pop into the kitchen. Oh, it's you, Yuichi. Good morning. Akiko, who had apparently been awake for some time, smiles calmly. Breakfast is already set on the table, and there is a coffee cup with steam rising off it. Delicious browned toast peeks out from the toaster. Where's Nayuki? I sit down like I asked about the missing Nayuki. She's probably still sleeping. She tilts her head as she plates the toast. But I briefly tell Akiko about the situation on the second floor. She's still asleep. Akiko whispers with a slight sigh. Seriously? No doubt about it. I'll make sure she gets up, so please hurry, go ahead and eat. Saying that, she leaves the room. I think about waiting, but I don't even want it to get cold, so I decide to eat. Yawn! When I'm halfway through my breakfast, Nayuki comes into the room looking half asleep. Good morning. Her speech is slightly slurred. She looks like she really isn't one... She looks like she really is only just waking up. You really can't sleep through anything, huh? She rubs her eyes and tilts her head slightly as if she doesn't know what's going on. She was sleeping soundly. Akiko, who comes in a little after Nayuki, murmurs with a sigh. I'm hungry. Yes, well, it's all ready and waiting. Are you okay for time, Nayuki? We're maybe okay. She seems somewhat dreamy, as if she hasn't fully woken up yet. Let's eat! She looks happy as she stuffs her face with toast topped with red jam. Anyway, I'll be waiting for you at the entrance. I'm sorry, Yuichi. Akiko's apologetic voice and Nayuki's unintelligible words follow me as I go out into the hallway alone. As I sit in the entrance and wait for a while, Nayuki finally comes wandering in with a bag in her arms. Thank you for waiting. She still seems sleepy. Are you okay for time? I may have to run. We pull on our shoes and go out the front door. It's so cold. Unnecessary. Oh, wrong choice. Yeah, whatever. We have to stick together. But this is you getting me wrapped up in this. When I turn around and look behind me, I see a familiar face. I told you I don't need any more. But they're delicious. I know that, but still. Guess I'll have one. Well, I suppose one won't hurt. Okay. She nods happily and takes one out from the paper bag. On a cold day like this, hot taiyaki is the absolute best treat. And a very cheap treat at that. Ayu? Yogu? She replies, still holding the taiyaki in her mouth, and looks at me. But you have quite a lot today? I'm pretty sure she has one and at least 3 already. Yeah, I bought more of them today. Didn't buy any of them. Want one more? No, I've had enough. They're all mine, then. Saying that, she stuffs the 4th one into her mouth. Eat a lot, huh? Uku, I'm fine. She's finished 3 and is working on her 4th. Desserts go into a different stomach, you know? Even if they really do go somewhere different, she's been eating too much of the same thing. Ah! What is it? Uku, my stomach hurts. Apparently it's only her appetite and not her stomach that's abnormal. Are you okay, Ayu? Uku, yeah, I'm fine. Did you finish 4 in all? Uku, 5. You ate too much. Ultimately, we decide to take a break in the cold for a while until Ayu's health recovers. After a short break, she seems to be feeling better. I'm okay now. Certainly does seem that way. Well, should we get back before the sun sets? Let's go back! Yeah, let's not. I think we did let's not. Or I did yeah last time. Something wrong, Yuichi? Ayu speaks anxiously in response to my stillness. I don't want to pinky swear. You're so stingy, Yuichi. You can't even do a pinky swear. Just a pinky swear. I'll keep my promise even without it. She stares at me dissatisfied, but eventually sighs a little and changes expressions. I really want you to promise me? Yes, I promise. I nod back at the small girl. The smile on her face has a hint of discomfort to it. Then I'll definitely see you again. Yay! Make a hurry, wait until she finishes. Wait, I guess? Okay. Okay, I'll wait for you, so please hurry up. Sure, I'll hurry as fast as I can. Munch munch. Gulp gulp. Still not finished? It's only been 3 seconds. Fine, I'll eat half of it for you. What? No way, I can eat it by myself. I told you to hurry it up. I grab her toast, tear it in 2, and eat half with a single bite. Oh, how could you? I give her the other half back before she can rage any further. My strawberry jam! Now you can finish quickly. I hate you, Yuichi. She pouts as she looks down at the small bit of toast. I can't help but feel a little bad seeing her like that. You're the devil in disguise. I don't really think what I did was that bad. Anyway, just hurry, okay? Okay. Okay. I go to the entrance and change my shoes in a hurry. I'm off to school. As soon as I go outside, the cold air blows past me, and then I'm whisked away. Ah! Who did you come here to meet? How long have you been here? Who? Oh, I did the other one? Dodge, don't dodge. I'm gonna not dodge. Oh, I did dodge? Fudge. Confirm the authenticity of her memory loss. So for starters, you claim to have lost your memory, but is that the truth? Answer us honestly. It's the truth, I swear. Are you deaf? I told you to answer us honestly. It's the truth, so I did answer you honestly. Well, whatever. Let's just assume that it is true. Not to assume that it is. Calm down, okay? You're hurting my ears. Ow! Even if you've lost your memory, we can still get your home if we can confirm your identity. Don't you have anything on you? Like a wallet, for example? I have a wallet, but, Mayuki is shaking her head next to me. Ah! I'll see you later then. Yeah, see you around, Yuichi. She runs off energetically as when she arrived. Wow, surely is a ball of energy, isn't she? Silently nod to Akiko as she mutters softly. Thanks for all the help. Where do you want these? The entrance is fine. Alright, I'll leave the rest to you then. I have some time to kill, so I lie down on my bed and open the magazine I had brought with me. I skimmed through the pages and ran randomly until evening. Well, maybe I should take a bath. Oh my gosh. Screamed aloud. Resign yourself. Yeah, let's do it. It's not worth it for me to risk starting another conflict. And above all, it's late at night. I want to settle down peacefully and go right back to sleep. 0! At the final count, she drops the Kanyaku. Squish. Ugh! It's colder than I had expected, and I can't help but groan. Gotcha! She seems satisfied and leaves the room in high spirits. After the door closes behind her, I sit up. I peel off the Kanyaku that was stuck to my face and throw it in the direction of where I think the table is. I don't know if it landed there or not, but it's nothing a little washing won't fix even if it didn't. I roll over and fall back into a light sleep again. Welcome to January 11th. Wow. A dream. I am dreaming that time is going by faster than ever, that someone keeps hitting the fast forward button and skipping all of the dialogue that was already read. I am dreaming of what would happen if I just was a jerk to everyone. What would the bad ending be? We'll see. Good morning! The person coming my way is Makoto, whose face is disgustingly fresh. I can't stand the look of it. It just screams, how was your date with Kanyaku last night? My skin looks good this morning. It's almost as if I used a face pack. And that's why I try to beat her to the punch. Huh? You're kidding, right? As expected, she looks shaken, but it doesn't sting too bad, as she quickly regains her smile. You're just being a sore loser is all. Well, we're even now. I don't feel like going on the offensive anymore, so I say that and walk past her, right past her. When I enter the room, Akiko is preparing breakfast as usual. But we're gonna skip it. I'm gonna give up on it, whatever it is. Let's not then. I think that's for the best. Oh well, just have to keep running then. Let's go! We both take deep breaths and resume running. Yeah, I think we should try to find a shortcut. I can't really agree with you there. Hey, Ravens. Welcome back. How you doing? You've returned to this game again. We come across a familiar building. We're here! After passing through the school gate, I look at my watch. Just before the bell. What a relief. Give up? Yeah. Who, me? Oh, me giving up on the thing. On the shortcut thing. Yeah, I did. Yeah! Yuki seems to make it every day into a thrill ride. Good morning, you two. Oh, good morning, Kaori. You're looking as energetic as ever. What's wrong, Aizawa? You look like you're out of breath. Try coming to school with Nayuki. You'll understand in no time. I think I'll pass. A wise decision. I don't really get what you mean, but are you two saying bad things about me? Oh, look at the time. Ishibashi will beat us there if we don't hurry. You seriously have to hurry. Are you dodging my question? No, not at all. I swear you're on January 11th already. Yes, I was. I technically beat the game, Ravens, but there's more than one story in this game, so I started a brand new game. We have 5 girls to befriend and date and stuff, and we did 1 already, so I have 4 more to go. So, yay! Yeah, we never do that. You're both acting very suspiciously. I'll go on ahead. Me too. Hey, wait! As soon as I start running, the bell rings, and the day begins in a hurry. The chime rings and the second period of classes ends. We ended up with a lot of Japanese homework today. Yeah, what are we going to do? During recess, several groups form in the class. One of them is a group of several of us gathered around Nayuki's desk. Every recess, they talk about nothing but topics from the previous class. That's good. What's good? Curie asks curiously. That we got a lot of homework today. If that teacher always gave us this much homework, I would end up hating Japanese before long. Ain't that the truth? The Saka? What is it? You're on duty today? Oh, I completely forgot about that. I thought so. Thanks to you, the other person on duty had a really tough time today. I'll apologize later. Do that. So, who else is on duty today anyway? I am. Oh, sorry. I'll erase the blackboard so you can write the log, Misaka. Okay, I'll be sure to get that done. Ah, there's the chime. And with that sound as the signal, the group disbands. This part will be on the test, so be sure to remember it. Just as I'm impressed that there are teachers everywhere who say the exact same thing, the chime rings, signaling the arrival of lunch break. Yuichi? As soon as the lunch break begins, Nayuki appears at my seat. What are we doing for lunch, Yuichi? Oh right, we have afternoon classes starting today. Just thinking about it makes me depressed. What you usually do for lunch, Nayuki? Some days I bring my lunch and eat it in the classroom, and other times I just eat it in the school cafeteria. What about today? Lunch in the cafeteria. I'll eat there too then. I'm sure I'll be using the school cafeteria many times in the future, so I'd like to know where it is now. Okay, I'll lead the way. If you're heading there to the cafeteria, I think I'll join you. Yeah, count me in as well. Several other cafeteria eaters join us, and before long, we have quite the group. We have a mighty group. This is the cafeteria. Not much is obvious. The hall, which is large in proportion to the school building, is filled with so many students that I wonder where they'd all been hiding until now. Wow. 2-1 follows the stream. Cool people. Cool people, guys. In addition to red ribbons, also worn by Nayuki and Kari, I can see blue and green ribbons as well. With this number of people, we won't find a table for everyone. There are several empty seats, but they are just 2 or 3 empty seats together. There isn't a single place where this many people can fit together. Coming here a little late was our fatal mistake. Well, that's the way it goes. We'll have to split up from here. Everyone nods. Assuming Nayuki and Aizawa sit together, what does she need to state it? I'm good sitting with them too. And I guess it's Team Misaka for me as well. What team? End up sitting separately in Team Misaka, 4 students, and another team, 3 students. Oh look, there's space for 4 here. Okay, I'll save the space, so buy my lunch for me. Sure, what do you want? Chicken on rice. So, maybe somebody else should stay behind and save the seats too. Then you should do it, Nayuki. No, I want to go get the food. No, you're not very good at it. It'll take you 7 times as long as it would take a normal person. Fine, I'll wait here. The fact that she doesn't refute the claim probably means that it's true. What do you want, Nayuki? The A set. Again? Kaori frowns upon hearing Nayuki's order. That's all you ever eat here. Yeah, because I like it. Won't it kill you to order something else from time to time? I'm good, and besides, it's not like I come here all that often. If you say so. Anyway, let's get going, Aizawa. How do you make purchases here? Don't you worry, I'll teach you how to fight your way through it. Her comment strikes me as a more disturbing than reassuring. Eventually, everyone receives their orders and we eat our lunches while chatting. And for what it's worth, the curry cutlet I ordered is really quite tasty. Turns out that the reason Nayuki is particular about the A lunch is because she's after the strawberry mousse dessert that doesn't come with any other set. I'm stuffed. Nayuki seems satisfied. I'm pretty sure I have the entire A lunch memorized by now. Nayuki, Kaori, and I go out into the hallway. The other team is still eating in the cafeteria. They don't want to hog the cafeteria for too long, so we leave first. Kitagawa, on the other hand, appears to be deep in conversation with an acquaintance from another class. I'll stop by the club room for a bit and then come back. I'll be waiting. You really don't have to. I'll wait too. I'll wait too. Okay, alright then. I'll be back before you know it. She walks into the classroom and is as if fed up with something. That must be your club room. By the way, what club room is Kaori in anyway? Oh, you don't know? I know she's in a club, but that's about it. Kaori is in the... Thank you for waiting. Kaori, who seems to have already finished their errand, comes out of the classroom. That was quick. You hardly had to wait at all. Well, let's get going then. We spent the remaining time talking about what we saw on TV yesterday until the afternoon classes finally begins. The boring afternoon classes continue. Oh! Admit defeat sincerely, maybe. Oh, darn it. Encouragement. Good luck, Gayu. For now, I decide to offer my encouragement only. Thanks, I'll do my best. Should I contact you if I see anything that looks the part? How would you do that? Do you have a cell phone or something? I don't even have a cell phone, but I can at least contact her if she does. What's a cell phone? She answered the question innocently. Are you seriously asking me that? Yeah! It's a mobile phone. What's a mobile phone? Is it like a relative of the phone? Maybe they're not popular around these parts. How did I think about it? Nayuki doesn't have one either, but I'm sure she at least knows what they are. Or maybe a friend of the phone? Yes, a good friend. I see. Learn something new every day. Well, anyway, hope you'll do your best to find it. Yep, I definitely will. IU waves cheerfully and starts running. I have to do the same before the sun sets. Even buying a single CD in a new city is a struggle. That said, IU's lost item. What can it possibly be? I don't know. Could be anything. Ah! Spend some time in a daze, I guess. Yeah, I think I'll space out for a bit. Daze. Space out. What am I doing with myself? Guess I'm just thinking about whatever stupid thing comes to mind. After eating dinner, I decide to... take a bath. Take a bath and go to bed before I get cold? No! Huh? But it's going to be cold tonight, so it goes without saying that it'll be doing just that. They haven't changed one bit. Oh, did I struggle with the cold back then too? That's not what I meant. You've never had a problem with causing me trouble. Are you troubled? What do you think? Well, even if you can't review your notes for a day or so, you can just try harder during class until you get them back. I know I can do that, but still. Just remind me about the notebook at school tomorrow. Later then. No my this time. Punisher let her off the hook. Poof! I put the lid on that smoke bomb with a thick dictionary to stop it from smoking. What was she thinking pulling a prank like that? Is she going to keep doing this just because she hates me for no discernible reason? I feel a chill over my body. It alerts me to the breeze blowing through my room. I close the window that had been left open and burrow back into bed. Hope things will finally calm down after this. I close my eyes as I sincerely wish that to be so. Please have it be normal. Dream, the day, the sun, the snow, the leaves, and a little child. I still... yawn. Oh. Never mind. No, Yuichi! I hear a voice calling from behind me. When I turn around, I see Makoto standing there with a triumphant look on her face. Did you sleep well last night? Yes, I slept like a baby. For some reason, my whole body feels revitalized this morning. Does it have that kind of effect? I thought it was harmful to people. What does? My insecticide. So that was your doing after all. I'm kidding, I know nothing about that. I knew it was you. Breakfast time, breakfast time! Makoto slips past me and runs off. I seriously wonder how old she is, so I follow after her. Akiko and Makoto are... Stay the night at school. Don't sleep. Hey! You know what I like about this game? I like these snowy bushes here. They just look very cool about the snowy, they just look cool, these snowy bushes. You like them, I am thing? I quite like them. And that's my compliment of the game. The nice snowy bushes. What if you just didn't sleep? I can't do that. I just end up sleeping in class. Even when you sleep at night, you seem to sleepy when in class. School, you want me to compliment the school? I like the school, it's big. You got Goku, hey, well done. Now use Goku and win with him. Generally speaking, sleeping with a stuffed frog at this stage in your life probably isn't a good thing. I don't think Karopi has anything to do with it. Next time I find him, I'll use him as a pillow. Well, you can't do that. I'm sure he'll be nice and flat by the time I wake up in the morning. You monster. Anyway, I just want you to try a little harder, okay? Okay, I'll try. Bang, bing, bang. Meet it with Nayuki and the others who had arrived late, and we have lunch together while chatting. Alright, guys. I think this will be the point where I stop for the day. Yeah, we got one chapter done, guys. One thing is done. I'm gonna have this be like the fail playthrough, and then we'll play normally after that. But thanks for coming, guys. Hope you have a good day. See you tonight for some Fire Emblem, and tomorrow for more of this game. Be well, guys. Bye-bye!